So as your dungeon master, it's my duty to test the players to their limits and reward them for success. As members of our pantheon of gods, it is your duty to judge, hinder, or bless them. So let us tarry no longer and meet tonight's brave souls. Please welcome Jason as Beta Ball, the Fishy Gishy.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome. I don't know about everybody else, but Beta Ball is here to see the water clock. That's it. That's all.
Good luck with that. Justine as Jem, the Aarakocra.
Hello. As Peter said, I am Jem, the Aarakocra Bard. So I'm ready to play. I'm excited.
Ramon as Illikin, the smaller than average Goliath.
Oh,
I am small. Where's my Tallulah?
Mariana as Tallulah Wavy, the half sea elf.
Yeah, I disappeared. I am kidnapped. Hello.
Goodbye.
Jose as Theron, the unyielding half elf.
Hello. I'm Theron. I'm the half-elf paladin. I'm the unyielding one.
And finally, Stephanie as Yara Demirtari. Did I get it right?
Damirtari.
Demirtari. One of y'all had a name I couldn't pronounce. Well, technically, Jacob was supposed to be Jason on the first take, but oh well. And as I said, I am Peter, the Dungeon Master. So, hello everybody. Let's play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, Peter, I messaged you on Discord. You need to check it.
Already distracting me.
Peter!
And this is why she disappeared on session 0 already.
Yeah.
No,
It explains a lot. It really, really
I was
does.
doing what Peter asked me, did not.
That's no problem. I'll
wrong
take care
character.
of it when
Okay.
I'm watching y'all roleplay.
Okay.
This is our first adventure of the campaign. Well, not really our first adventure. We had a 0 session a few weeks ago, which can be watched by our subscribers. So we're coming in hot, or rather, icy cold, so to speak. Welcome, everybody. I am excited to finally play with all of you. So you want to jump right in?
Let's do it.
Sure.
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 I'm so
Why not?
excited.
I am excited. I get to roll my brand new dice. Thank you, Peter, for sending us dice.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
You're very
let's see.
Is this a okay? I have to ask: this is a dice jail, right?
It can be used for whatever you want.
Oh,
It's
I'm
my
totally
dice jail
making
because
my
I'm
dice
probably
jail.
going to need it. Level 1 rolls.
Watch all of our dice be weighted and we just all are rolling ones, like the whole game.
Oh, yeah.
Making it cool to the touch was a happy accident. I don't know what chemical I put in there made it on the dice box, but yeah,
It's
I
awesome.
got.
After
got
today,
blue.
we're all in the hospital.
Goodbye forever.
Yeah, I'm single tears.
Oh, move to America. So,
No, thank you.
No.
well, 3 of our players did get dice from me with dice boxes that I made myself. However, the other 3 I could not get the boxes to, or the original dice, which I happen to have all of your original dice right here.
It didn't work to Canada either?
No, it was like $60 shipping there. So I was like, he ain't getting it either. So I just went and I ordered your dice from your country's Amazon site.
Oh, right.
So Anyways, who wants to take care of our sponsorship going forward?
You mean the Twitch points?
No, I'm talking about our advertisers.
If I knew who
Wait,
they were,
what?
I would love to.
Clearly, it's Amazon.
Then you heard them. They're anxious to talk about you. So contact me to advertise with us.
Oh, I see.
I get what you're laying down now.
I get it. It took me a little
Don't you
bit.
want to hear all of us talk about you? Come in and there. See, I did it.
Yeah, there you go. It started. That was a tribute to Jeff Kanata, by the way. In the city of Neverwinter. As each of you entered the city at night, 5 of you came seeking transport to Icewind Dale aboard an annual prison transport airship. You followed the notices and shop windows, or the directions given by locals, to the Vulgar Unicorn, a local tavern and inn, where the captain of the airship was said to be. The Goliath, named Illikin, was clearly upset, as his companion, when he entered the city, had been kidnapped, and despite his best efforts, he was unable to locate her. In the process, he made quite a few residents angry. At the tavern, the captain quoted a steep price to book transport, but also held a letter from Markham Southwell, the sheriff of Bryn Shander, the largest of the 10 towns. The embattled sheriff was seeking heroes to investigate murders that were taking place throughout all of Icewind Dale. The job provided free passage to Bryn Shander, and though an element of risk was involved, the assignment promised to pay well and lead to other job opportunities. The 5 of you accepted the offer and went to sleep in the rooms of the Vulgar Unicorn, keeping your possessions close at hand because of the seedy clientele. That is a summation of what happened in our 0 session for this campaign. And now, I bet you'd all like to know what's going on.
A little bit?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we begin our campaign on an airship. Much has changed for each of you in recent days, culminating with all of you, well, almost all of you, accepting the job offer extended through the ship captain named Ross Bellow. And the job was offered by Markham Southwell, the sheriff of Bryn Shander. You are on your way to the largest of the 10 towns now. Provided free passage on the Swan Song, the only airship capable of making the journey through the ice storms of the spine of the world. Swan Song. I love that.
It's cute.
It has not been the most comfortable journey. The Swan Song is a prison transport, not designed to shuttle regular passengers to and fro, after all. The captain and crew give you no special treatment. You have all been confined below deck to the lowest level of the ship, the same level as the prisoners. There are no staterooms available. For the better part of a week, you have been taking turns sleeping in 2 hammocks, or bundling up on the benches against the inner hull. While a winter storm rages outside, you each sip at warm broth. The flavor isn't very good, but it's warm enough to give you some little comfort. The winter clothes provided to you by Captain Bellow are the thickest, bulkiest clothes you've ever worn. But even they are not enough to stave off the cold of the spine of the world. Cool air seems to enter from all angles, including between the wood planks of the floor. The smell of half-frozen hardwood is pleasant enough, though. Above, on the deck of the ship, you can hear Captain Bellow shouting orders to his men. Outside, it is nearing dusk, and the wood construction of the Swan Song creaks in the cold winds of a blizzard. The general mood of everyone is quiet, tired of discomfort, and anxious to reach Bryn Shander. Other than the 5 of you, there are 2 additional passengers. One is a human man, looking nervous and uncomfortable, and the other is an uncommunicative orc who sits with his back against the hull, eyes closed, seemingly asleep. Aside from the captain, crew, 2 guards, and you passengers, no one else but unlucky prisoners are on the ship, and the 3 prisoners are chained to bars in 2 cells located at the back of the same level you currently reside on. 2 of the prisoners occupy 1 cell, both male. Chained to bars in the back is a very large ogre. In the same cell, chained to the bars in the front, is a slender gith. The remaining cell is occupied by a lone figure, tied with their back to a post, currently unconscious and slumped over with a hood covering their head, and wrapped in an oversized polar bear cloak. The guards pay the gith almost no attention, and oddly, they only halfway focus their watchful attentions on the ogre. They seem more concerned with the hooded yet unconscious figure. And that is where we begin. But first, I need you all to do me a quick favor. Roll initiative.
Oh, what?
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Jumping right into it. Okay.
All right, guys. First
Right.
roll with this dice. Oh, that's not bad. All right, it's a 10.
Right,
Close.
initiative.
So Jem rolled a
Okay.
12.
I rolled a 14.
I rolled a
13.
18 plus 5, which is a 23.
Holy
I rolled a
guacamole.
6.
Rounding us off.
17.
Nice.
Okay. Who hasn't rolled yet? Oh, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 person's left.
Jem, did you get Jem? I said it first. It was 12.
Okay. Alrighty. Now, in whatever order, one of you, let's start with Jason. You can introduce your character, describe your character a little bit, and then you choose who to pass it on to next, and each person chooses who the next person is. And that'll give me time to write down the turn order.
All right. So Bedable is a Lokatha from the Sea of Fallen Stars. He has made his way to Neverwinter, sightseeing, and found out about said airship. So has joined this ragtag group. He is short-ish, but long. Looks mostly like a catfish with a bit of a mud skipper in there. Bluish tinge to his frills and fins. Definitely likes to keep an eye on things. Just one. The other one's usually looking elsewhere.
Oh, that's so good.
That's it for now. Let's throw it over to Jem.
Oh, cool. As I'm like doing your character.
Yeah, we all doing it. We all want it.
Yeah. So next to Beta Ball, if this was like a movie, it pans over to a black bird who's very small, who's just shaking from cold, and her beak's like click 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 click. Like you've gotten used to the sound. She looks like a raven, so she has very black feathers that when you slightly see her in the light have a greenish blue tint. It's like an iridescent sheen, almost like oil. She is dressed in very fine clothes with tons of beads threaded on certain feathers. She has a beaded, like almost headpiece that weaves between her head feathers. And she's got big boots, but the fronts are carved out so that her very sharp talons stick through. And she has a shawl she's pulling around her shoulders. And that's what Jem looks like. I'll pass it over to Illiken, if that's what we're doing.
So again, very cinematic style would pan over to this very grumpy looking Goliath. He's probably not the biggest specimen you've seen, but he's still pretty sizable. His features are screwed up in a scowl. His light blue eyes would be scrutinizing his surroundings. He would have his what's it called? His tattoos kind of glowing in the dim light in here, like giant runes just glimmering off his forehead. He would be tightly putting his wolfskin cloak around himself as he again keeps scrutinizing his surroundings. He's ready, and he would be itching for even the slightest opportunity for a fight. And
Great.
I'll pass this over to, let's see, what one, two. I'll pass this over to Theron.
Rutro.
All right. So, cinematic crossing over to Theron, showing a half elf covered with a hood. Clearly, he's wearing some sort of equipment underneath. He's watchful yet quiet, keeping an eye and taking in his surroundings. Not itching as much for a fight as our friend Illiken, but ready to jump into one when needed. His equipment does show some amount of glittering, suggesting that there might be more to it, and a vestige of a sigil shows on the shield, which is kept covered underneath the hood for the time being. And I will pass it now to Jara.
All right, so you see a small, young woman, probably in her early 20s, with hair that's somewhere between light blonde or dark blonde and light brown, with very, very vibrant aqua eyes, and her hair is kind of shoulder length and a blunt cut, and she wears a circlet, nothing too fancy, just maybe like some braided leather in a pretty color, and a heavy kind of medieval version of a turquoise fur-lined parka. And she's sitting on the floor with her legs crossed, oddly serene, and she always carries a book around with her. And with that, do I pass it to Tallulah, Peter?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, I will pass it to Tallulah.
She can describe her character, but don't say what the
Okay, I
situation
know.
is.
I expected it. Okay. I won't say where I am or what's happening. Tallulah is a half sea elf. She's got pale blue skin, blue hair. There's darker at the top and lightens up as it goes down. She usually wears this thin linen shirt with the leather corset over the top, with a shawl usually around her neck. She's got this belt with a few bits on it. Nobody really knows what all those things are for. And she's got these leather braces that she wears as well. And she's usually quite calm and paying attention to her surroundings. Not quite what she's doing right now, but that's Tallulah. She's not very tall, but she gets all right along places. Used to.
He's alright.
Used to. I'm gonna underline that, Peter. Used to be all right.
Right at this moment, the ship skirts from time to time, and it skirts sideways, and you can feel the wind blowing against the side of the hull. Hail can be heard and felt striking the outside of the hull. Crew members can be heard going about their work on the upper deck. I need a Constitution save for everybody,
I think to that, Jem.
except Tallulah.
Okay. Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't need to do it, cause
I think Jem looks at everyone and is like, this should be illegal. Also, I rolled a 14.
18.
yeah, this should be illegal.
This is ridiculous.
Yara will look at Jem's face, and I'm assuming since we've been on the boat for a while, she would have asked Jem for her consent before this point.
Yeah.
She'll look at Jem and say, I'm pretty sure it is illegal.
You
Jem doesn't
changed
say
the voice. You're not
It's
creeping
awesome.
me out.
No, it was awesome.
And that's a 14 for me.
Oh, me too. What's up?
Yeah, everybody, don't forget you gotta say your rolls out loud.
Yeah.
Oh, I got an 11.
You
Okay.
don't like flying?
I love flying. I have wings, as you can see. I do not like this freezing cold. There's no blankets, no hot soup. And look how they treat the prisoners. They have, personalities. They're people, even if they made bad mistakes. It's rude. Very rude.
I use prestidigitation to warm up whatever she's drinking or eating.
Oh. She sips it again and... Did you do that, Beta Bowl?
Kinda slumps back down under the bench.
She, her shawl's very long, and she just, covers that part of the bench. So it's, a little warmer for him, too, and goes, anyways, though, this really should be illegal. Now, feeling much better and, happier with her warmer thing.
This is so good.
Unfortunately, young lady, they don't care about the legality in this trip.
I guess I'm just going to have to get used to it.
Illiken, I didn't hear what you rolled.
Pelican's grumpy. He doesn't say it. He got a 19.
You got a what?
19.
I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding.
I'm sorry, that doesn't save.
It's alright. DC was 25.
yeah.
Level 1, the
Everyone
DC's 25.
passed. Would any of you like to talk more with each other, or
I would, but hey.
Not you.
So how many
Not you,
guards?
shut up.
How many guards did you say were on here?
there are two prison guards just outside the cells. They're kind of halfway watching the ogre, who's practically wrapped in chains, and then, but they're mostly paying attention to the hooded figure in the other cell. And I should say that hooded figure is rather thin and slender beneath this big cloak.
Cloak.
Hey, you. Folk. She says at the prison guards.
Yes.
Is there more blankets somewhere?
No.
Is there really, but you're not allowed to give me them?
Go sit down, please.
Ugh. I could trade you something.
What?
I could trade you a song.
The grumpy Goliath just looks at her and cocks his head.
Or a bead. She takes off one of her beads.
Okay. I give you blanket for song.
Let me see the blanket first.
Why?
Because I don't give out my talents for free.
Oh. Never mind.
Ugh. She sits down. And she like nudges Illican and is like, this is ridiculous.
Yes. I would still like to hear a song.
You would?
Oh,
Yes,
by the
take
way,
my mind off.
Illican, his winter wear is actually loosely hanging loose and open. He's just kind of chillaxing. The cold doesn't seem to bother him as much.
Oh yeah, did Illican need to do a concert as a Goliath?
Yes.
Isn't he like resistant to cold too though?
You're assuming they were saving against
Yeah, I was
cold.
like, oh, is
Yes,
that
the cold.
Oh, that's
How much longer is this going to take?
Yeah, like looks at the guy. Yeah, how long? Cutie man.
The other guard speaks up and says, "We'll get there when we get there."
That
Look,
person
look.
has had a hood on their head for like hours. That's really unhealthy.
Did you ever think that might be a blessing? Maybe you don't want to look at that person.
I don't judge people by
So-
their appearance.
Perrin jumps in and asks,
Have you ever had a nightmare?
Excuse me, he was talking? And she like pumps Theron up. Excuse me, sir.
Would like to sneak away if there is enough of a distraction going on.
See, I knew you would be the one to do that.
go Belvedere!
Guard.
And I planned for it.
Why are the prisoners in their cells?
What?
What did they do?
I don't know. That's not my job. My job is to make sure that they don't get free and kill all of you.
Well, how can you make sure of that when you don't know what they did in the first place?
Well, it's not my job. I trust my superiors to I mean, I'm not a judge. I'm not even an executioner. I'm just a guard.
Have you
Yeah.
considered that
That's
it's
fair.
still a little bit above your pay grade to deal with these prisoners?
Would you like me to put you in there with the prisoners? You could talk to them. Well, you could talk to the, the gift thing and the big chained up ogre.
It seems
Yara
like you're
will
not
hold
doing
up
your
her-
job appropriately.
I'm sure it's warmer in the cell.
Lord.
Touche.
You were saying, Yara?
Not relevant anymore. No worries.
Okay. Well, you know what? Yeah, I've heard enough about this ship. Why don't I show it to you?
I think Jem's gonna look for Beta Ball at that point and be like looking around, confused.
Better ball is gone.
Better ball,
Go, Better Ball.
Better ball. It's Christmas time in the city.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Sir,
is
it's
it meant to be
September.
a black map?
No, it's in the corner.
It's because you're not on it.
Oh, I'm
Alright,
not.
maybe I'm not on it because I generally only see a black thing.
Yeah.
I knew I was missing something.
I can see where you're pinging, guys, but I
Well,
don't see.
I don't know what to tell you. You got a hood over your head. Oh.
Ah, that's true.
I knew it!
What?
Ah!
I tried to bring her up.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was manipulated there.
I didn't know.
Were you
That's
though?
the reason.
Were you?
I didn't know you were
Outland.
actually not letting me see the map. Like, that's not on me.
I'm gonna be like, Beta ball. Beta.
Did I find an opportunity? Am I gone?
Probably, yeah.
You are right there. Where did you want to go?
Well, if there was opportunity to sneak away, I was going to use my knowledge of ships and vehicles to attempt to find a storage or supply room.
Oh, you can walk around. Go ahead and move your token. How many hit points you got again?
Oops.
Uh-oh.
Well, this is why I was looking for opportunity to sneak away.
You're not prisoners. You can walk around this deck, this level.
No, I would be slipping under all of these benches while everybody was distracted, and probably up these steps.
Okay.
Awesome.
So when you reach the top of the steps, there is a sailor posted, and he turns to you and says, "I'm sorry, you can't come up here. Stay down there. Captain will get very upset with you if you come up here."
I'm gonna get seasick.
Well, use the bucket.
Says the fish man.
I throw up on him.
You're a fish!
Amazing.
Throw up on command. Now, can I ask, Peter, is it serious that I'm not going to be able to see the map, or is it a glitch?
Give it time.
Okay. I feel left out.
Please.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I can see about this much of the
Yeah, I can see like
Yeah,
nothing.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. Since
I can
I
barely
let
see
the
much
cat
of
out
it
of the
too,
bag
so.
accidentally, I will move you to the proper level. Fair
Apparently,
enough.
nobody's lit a torch in here yet.
I know that Tallulah can't see,
You should be
but
able
thank
to.
you.
Can you see now?
I can see you. I can see clearly now. Okay.
My foot is gone.
No, I still have a bag over my head. It's okay, guys.
So, you blow chunks on this guy.
It's more just liquid. It's coming. It's still coming.
It's a 19, so he just kind of goes, "Mate, that's like totally disgusting. Go back downstairs.
I throw up on him again.
George!" Oh,
I think. Would we hear this interaction? It's probably pretty loud, right? If he's screaming guards.
he hollered for George. Another sailor comes rushing over. "Hey, what's going on here?" "Oh, that's just nasty, man. Get back down there, fish dude."
It's still coming. It's still coming. I throw up on the new guy. I need to get to the dock.
Okay, this time you're rolling to hit. First combat roll.
Bomb
blow chunks.
explosion. Yeah.
Blow chunks.
Range
yeah.
attack.
I mean, Peter, this is just like Session Zero's first session. There's blow chunks everywhere. It was nobody's character that blew chunks as well.
I know, and someone's mouth was open.
And someone's mouth is open, yeah. Not me, it's okay.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be rolling, so we'll go with that one.
You regurgitate seawater upon him, I guess.
And I use prestidigitation to make sure that it stinks really bad.
Oh! Oh! Get down there! And they both shove you down the steps.
Oh.
Benny! Get over here and take over! Oop.
Kind of flop down the steps and then waddle back towards the bench. Use prestidigitation to clean myself. Smell nice and pretty and climb back under the bench.
Where did you go?
Where did you go?
Yes.
Looking for the kitchen, but
Are you hungry? I have a biscuit.
no, I'm okay. And I'll like inhale the biscuit like Kirby.
That is better. It's delicious. She baked it herself. Just so you should know.
FYI, it's great.
Yeah.
My stomach wasn't usually empty. Thank you.
Yeah.
At that moment, the ship sways, throwing all of you off balance. I need a Constitution save and a Dexterity save.
Jeez.
What if you were
Alright.
sitting down?
Me too, no me.
Okay,
Me too,
so
no?
Constitution.
The Constitution first.
Me too,
A
Peter,
7
or
for
man.
Constitution.
No, you are tied to a post.
And
9.
20 on Dexterity.
And 11 Dexterity.
I'd say 14. Dex is 13.
Jem rolled a con 19 and a dex 22.
Holy cow.
Yara rolled a con 19 and a dex 5.
It's making me look bad.
Yara, you your feet slide out from under you and you land on your bottom on the
How does this happen?
wood
Wait,
deck.
can I narrate this? Because she was sitting cross-legged.
Sure.
So I imagine.
Okay, so you
imagine
slide off.
The ship tilts and like she just wasn't ready for it. Just immediately like falls over and starts rolling down the side of the ship.
Oh no!
Did I bump the bench?
And then she kind of hits the wall and is like, "Oof."
No, I think that's just the nature of this ride.
So, Feren rolled a 20 on Dex and a 7 on Con.
Okay, so you manage to keep your balance and not fall, but you get motion sickness and you are poisoned for the current period.
Okay.
So that is disability to
Harsh.
attacks and ability checks, I think.
Okay, so disadvantage.
I would like to
Alright.
go help Yara up. Susie's very petite bird. Walk up to you, Yara, and he's like, "Come on," and just pulls you up.
and she'll take your hand and be like, "Thank you. I wasn't expecting that. I thought that by sitting cross-legged I would be safe."
I don't think we expected any of this. And then I'm gonna walk down to where that person with the hood is. Who could that be? And I'm gonna bang on the bars and be like, "Can you breathe? I'm very worried."
And at that point, we will address Tallulah. Tallulah, you
I don't
can
know where
smell
she is.
hardwood, but blackness is all you see when you open your eyes. Even though you can hear sounds all around you, the creaking of wood, the low sound of whispers and voices. From somewhere close you hear heavy breathing, bordering on snoring. You hear a shifting of weight and wind howling. You feel as though you are in a moving vehicle. A wagon, perhaps? No, a ship. But strangely, you hear no waves splashing against the outside hull. Let me just... Where's my storm? Someone's teeth chatter. Whoever it is, they are clearly very cold. Come to think of it, you feel a bit of the cold too. You gently flex your neck and realize the reason you cannot see anything is because your head is covered with a cloth hood. Your wrists are bound to a post behind your back, not with rope, but with metal shackles that are cold, and they chafe your skin. You try to call out, only to realize someone has tied a gag over your mouth. You hear someone that seems to be calling out to you. Where are you? How did you even become a prisoner? Your senses are a bit scrambled for some reason, but you force yourself to focus. You were with Illiken, walking through Neverwinter, and you had heard a cry for help. Then, your memories of what happened are elusive, but you remember being attacked. Your mouth is terribly dry, your lips slightly numb. Your head throbs where one of your attackers struck you. You can tell that heavy garments have been placed on you over your regular clothes. And that is when the truth sets in. You have been kidnapped, taken from Neverwinter to God's nowhere. You have no idea how much time has passed. Immediately, you twist your body, and your bound hands move to the small of your back to reach within the seam of your trousers. Beneath the hood, you smile. Whoever bound you wasn't thorough enough.
Does she hear me?
That is up to her.
I'm gagged.
She is gagged.
But she can hear me though.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Also, before you, Illiken, I don't know how, but you roll like a 9. Is he poisoned as well? Is he like air sick?
Yeah, you are. You're poisoned as well. Motion sickness.
All right, go ahead.
So what did you say to her? Can you breathe?
You breathe in that.
Guard, do you have any buckets here?
Make that 2!
Maybe you don't
So
want to breathe.
Does Tallulah move around at all?
Yeah, so she's
Did you
gonna
hear somebody
move. She's gonna
talking?
like sit up, and hearing someone ask if she can breathe, she's gonna kind of do that, like sort of.
All right, so seeing that, Yara's gonna kind of, for the greater good, put aside her normal asking for consent, and Tallulah will hear in her mind via mind link response. You are awake. Are you okay? And
I may respond. Can I respond?
you may respond because I'm using mind link.
Okay. Who are you?
My name is Yara. It's nice to meet you. I see that you're in prison. What did you do?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No,
What happened?
I was kidnapped.
You were kidnapped?
Just 1 second. Can Tallulah try to get it out of the seam? She's been trying to like open it to get her thieves' tools out.
You retrieved your lockpicks from behind your waist. You can feel around the chain that's around the post binding you, and you can find the lock.
She still reach out to Yara?
Yeah, it's as long as I'm only talking to one person at a time.
Can you help me?
I'm not sure, but I have other people here. Let me see if they can help. Hold, one
Someone
moment,
just
please.
distract the guards. Because I could hear guards, right? You said I could hear what's up.
Yeah,
I'm
you
assuming
could-
there's guards if I'm kidnapped.
Yeah,
anyway.
you could assume that.
Yeah.
Or she could tell you.
Just distract them. And when she starts hearing commotion, she's gonna start trying to. Only when she hears commotion will she start trying to lockpick it.
So, in an effort to communicate with the whole party, Yara is going to basically scribble this down on in her big book with her pen that she carries, and she's going to like scribble down like what she said and then show it to the group, because that's faster than her trying to telepathically communicate to everybody.
Jem looks at it and is like, I cannot see shit. And then she casts light. In this whole area.
Why so bright? He like looks. What's going? He looks up. He's like, looks a little.
So I don't know, Peter, do I have to do something to get the lights on my Roll20, or is that something you do? Sorry, just to check.
Oh, well, you will need to cast it on something to begin with, but in the player's folder in the journal.
Oh, I see it.
Dynamic
Okay.
lights.
Cool. So dancing lights, I just pull it over. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Okay,
in
so
that
she-
folder is a. Did you get it?
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
pulling it on the map now. So she casts this dancing light, and she just throws like 3 out, so you see her magic kind of take off. And then she reads it and is like, "Oh, Anakin, please come here. Vegetable, Baron, come here.
Who are you talking to? Comes over.
Look at this. Read this. Read book."
Does Illican know how to read?
Yeah, does he know how to read?
He can't read.
I don't think Venable can either.
Vegetable, can you read? Oh, okay. She's like, "Oh, sorry."
Distraction.
And I start whispering to Payball, but like probably not too quiet because it's like hailing outside, and I'm just like, "That person was kidnapped."
Illican will now take a closer look at this individual. He's kind of been sitting here like brooding and thinking about where it could be, not really paying attention to many people, not really interacting, but when he points out this individual, getting closer and really scrutinizing, is there anything click in his mind? Like, is he completely covered, or can he make out something
I
familiar?
sat up, right? So if I
Sat up,
sat
yeah.
up,
Perrin looks at the as well at the writing, and he's like, "Oh, what?" But then his seasickness kicks in again. He's like, "Oh god, I need another bucket."
Illican, give me
Well-
an insight check.
Well, and remember, Illican, you would have seen Yara doing something that might have looked like communicating. Because you've been with her for a little while. She's probably asked you for consent to speak in your mind at this point as well.
Yara, you wrote down we need a distraction, like in the book.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she did.
They're all bad people. We should probably just ignore them.
Bad people.
And Yara will turn back to the person under the hood and ask,
I'm so sorry. I'm so rude. I'm informing my party what's going on. But what is your name? My name is Yara.
you can call
He
me
says that-
Wavy.
Wait, what? I didn't hear it.
You can call me Wavy.
all right, she'll scribble down, name equals Wavy. Show that to the group.
Oh, with disadvantage, Illican rolled a 9. But would it be, because it's familiar with Tallulah, would it be like a straight roll?
He's
I'm just
trying.
asking. Okay. He's really looking. He's like right next to it now. He would have walked up next to Jem, and he'd been like looking. Like, why
What's
do
your
I need to make this
intelligence?
action? He's actually not that bad. He is 13.
Okay, you see the you see the name, and you hear the name rather. Well, no, you would see it. She wrote it down.
Yeah, she wrote
She
it
said
down.
it.
Wavy, yeah.
Maybe.
But I don't think Illican would know her as Wavy.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. And the name doesn't seem familiar to you. You'd think you've heard it somewhere before, but you're not certain where. And right at that moment, the ship skids violently through the air and jerks. And I need everybody to give me another Constitution and Dexterity save with a DC 16.
Woo!
Me too?
First natural 20
Yes.
of the game, guys.
Are
Yeah.
both
Alright.
Tallulah, you
So-
need to give Constitution, not Dexterity, because you're still
Done.
bound.
Peter?
So
Am I for both of my rolls? Am I on disadvantage on both?
Yes.
We still
Okay.
poison.
Is it
Okay.
ability
Just
checks
confirm.
or saving throws?
It's
too?
ability checks and saving throws.
And saving
That's-
throws.
They're both saving. Oh,
They're
you mean
both saving.
poison? Yeah.
Yes, the disadvantage isn't it just on ability checks? It's ability checks and
Attack
attack
rolls and
rolls.
ability checks. Sorry.
It
Yeah.
doesn't. It's
yeah.
not disadvantage on saving
Well, there
throws.
you
You're
go.
fine.
So it's
Hey.
not disadvantage.
so
Yeah, Gem
Which
rolled
one?
a Constitution saving throw of 19, and for Dexterity, a natural 20, making it 24 for a Dexterity saving throw for
Nice.
Gem.
I got
So-
a 16 for con.
18 con, 5 for Dex from Bettable.
Bettable, you
I
go
got-
skittering across the wood deck and collide with a bench,
So
taking
as,
no damage.
Bettable goes flying. His eyes are still locked on to two of these dancing lights. So he goes flying, but the eyes just kind of stay focused where they are as he like skitters across the floor.
Whoa.
Gem,
So-
you manage to grab one of the bars and hold on. The moment you touch the bars, the two guards turn to face you.
Illican
I
rolled a
got-
9 and a 9, so he's not doing well. So he was kind of scrutinizing this. This gets him by surprise. He falls over on his side.
Alright, Yara with a 16 Dex save, she manages to like stay to her feet by like holding on to like a chain on the wall or a rope on the wall, but then immediately pukes her guts out with 3.
Okay, so you had the poison condition.
Mhm.
Now, at
You get
this-
poisoned. You get poisoned.
everybody gets poisoned.
And I rolled a 21 on Dex and 13 on Constitution. So
You said a 13? Okay.
13, yeah.
You get
Like,
you are
So I guess I
feeling
managed
a
to
little
stand
bit
up.
better. You're no longer in the poison condition, but you slide against the inner hull and trip over a bucket that you had been using.
wait, that's for the Dex or for the 20? The 20 watts on Dex.
Oh, okay, then you are still sick and puking, but you keep your feet.
That's what I was gonna say.
And
Like,
who is
I hold on
left?
tight to that bucket.
That gives us. That's everybody, right? Yeah.
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 Oh.
Illican 9-9.
Oh, poor Illican.
That's why he fell over. He's like,
Yeah.
"Gun."
You kind of hit your head a little bit on one of the benches, and you take 1 point of damage.
You said that the guards tried to grab me or just looked at me?
They turn to look at you
Oh.
to make sure you're not doing anything suspicious because you grabbed hold of the bars to keep your balance. And at that point, the orc that up till now seemed to be sleeping eases up off the bench and slips behind one of the guards. And as the guards are struggling to maintain their balance, he reaches around with a dagger and cuts the guard's throat.
Well,
Do we all
that's a
see this?
Wait,
distraction.
that was the orc that was in that was in the
I
cell.
believe I'm behind him. Can I attempt to intercept that?
You can. Well, you didn't know what he was going to do.
So no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, like a reflex check or something to see like Because if you see somebody pulling out a knife behind somebody,
The intent
You
is pretty
can.
clear.
I'll tell you what. Let's do a athletics check to see if you're quick enough. As soon as
Wouldn't
you
it be
see him
acrobatics?
pulling out the dagger and reaching
Wouldn't
around.
shouldn't that be acrobatics?
If it's a
Maybe
reflex, it
dexterity?
should be acrobatics, right? Unless he's trying to wrestle him with a
Well,
knife.
it's a matter of speed.
Either way, it's a nat 1, so
Oh, no.
I'm still getting off the
rough,
floor. As my eyes kind of change from the moving lights and catch this on my peripheral, they kind of lock in just as the knife goes in.
And
So, I have a question as well.
sure.
Would Tallulah have heard everybody talk near her? Like, should have she been able to recognize voices?
Because Illiken would have walked up and asked Jim.
Yeah,
who he talking to,
Illiken
then he
did
followed
talk, so I would
Okay.
say that's a pretty safe bet. Yeah,
Okay, so
but you're
when
still
she,
gagged.
Right, when she catches on that she heard Illiken's voice, she's gonna almost like scream in Yara's mind. Like, you've got him! You have him! He's with you!
all right, Yara will just kind of like grasp her head and like like she doesn't really scream, but like she's definitely like in pain, and she's just like, and she just kind of like shouts back to Tallulah like, "Ow! What? Ow!"
Illiken's with you.
You know Illiken?
Yes! Yes, I do.
He didn't know the name Wavy.
He knows me as Tallulah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Doing this
Oh,
exchange.
please.
Hold, please. Hold the line.
She'll
connect.
she'll turn to Illiken and say,
Tallulah.
He, like, and as you do that, he was like, "I hate flying!" Huh? And he stops. Where?
Say what?
He says it out loud. Like, he goes, "Where's Tallulah?" And he looks around. Like, you just caught him.
Yara
off
will
guard.
point.
She
Yara will
starts, like,
point
making
at
noises.
Tallulah.
Yeah, like she starts
Guys were like,
making
"One."
noises. Like,
"Ah!" And he like run towards her and like try and open the door. Like, he doesn't care that some guy just got stabbed. Like, he just caught him.
I think when Jem sees
Yeah.
Illiken running at her, she like just flutters up and she's like 10 feet off the ground flying.
Well,
Or how
it's
tall
10
is the ceiling?
feet tall there, so.
Okay,
the
she
ceiling
flutters
is-
up on a bench and is just like, oh my god.
Okay.
That'll be
As
good.
Illiken is
Slides.
rushing forward, sorry, Jason, one moment.
Nope. Go ahead.
The orc yanks the keys to the cells off the dead guard and tosses them to the ogre and starts engaging the other prison guard.
Peter, question. I'm trying to get something. So that orc was inside the cell or outside the cell? That's what I missed. That
The
part.
orc is outside the cell. He was sitting right there.
Got it.
But he has tossed the cell keys to the orc in the back who's wrapped in chains. The gift,
No, the orc threw the keys to the ogre.
right?
You mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. And the gift, who is this guy right here, excuse me, he starts squealing in fear because he realizes the ogre's getting free, and he's a very skinny gift, not looking very tough at all.
Okay, I think if somebody starts screaming in fear, Yara would turn to the person who's trying to free the ogre and cast Mind Sliver.
Okay. One thing though, the gift didn't scream until the keys were tossed, so you won't be able to stop the keys from being tossed, but you can attack
react.
Right, I'm attacking the person who currently has the keys.
Okay,
that's
that
the
would be
ogre.
the ogre.
That's the ogre.
All right.
So in that process, as I see Yara attacking, okay, I am positioning or trying to position myself within my seasickness in order to assist.
All right. I need an intelligence save from the ogre.
Come on, smart boy.
He's gonna
That
be
one.
Okay.
It has a
that would
5
be-
intelligence.
Okay, so it has 1d. It takes 4 psychic damage, and it has to subtract a d4 on the next saving throw it makes.
So -4, and then subtract how much damage?
4 damage.
So 4 psychic damage,
Okay.
and then it subtracts a d4 from its next saving throw.
Okay. If it makes another saving throw, please remind me.
Okay.
Don't let me forget.
At this point, Biddable has like backed himself under the bench. One eye is locked in on Theron, and he's like calling for him, but he doesn't want the orc to hear, so he's basically just like. He's like pulling out his dagger.
In the process, Peter, do I notice Bearable calling for me?
What languages do you speak?
Let me see. I know it's Elvish. Come on, I'll tell you real quick. Dwarvish, Elvish, Gnomish, and Common.
Okay, roll me a perception roll, please.
I mean, there's no sound, so unless you're very good at reading lips, all you would see is one eye locked on you, one eye locked on the orc, and
There was
Beta,
a-
like pulling out his dagger.
Okay, I'm trying to get the perception. Oh, here it is.
Meanwhile, Tallulah, you can roll
Can I-
Sleight of Hand.
Yeah. Is it sleight of hand?
18.
Is it no thieves' tools?
Or you can do Thieves' Tools. Either way.
It's
Okay.
yeah, same.
So my roll was an 18, Peter, for that perception.
I would say that... Wait, that's an ability check, isn't it? You have disadvantage on that currently.
Oh wait, let me re-roll it. Sorry,
Sure, he remembers those ones.
I'm sorry. I'll re-roll that one.
Really doesn't want him to notice.
I have a question while you guys are figuring that out.
All right.
Yara?
Actually, that makes it at 10 on
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Yes.
Yara, can we initiate talking to you through your mind once like we've connected, or do you have to say something first to us?
If I am currently in communication with that person, you can communicate with me. So right now
Got it.
it's Tallulah.
So I'd have to
Otherwise,
say
you have to
something
speak
out-
out loud because I can hear.
Right. I was just checking. Just secretly trying to see if we can all just use the spell message with you.
Speaking of
basically, but-
Tallulah,
Yeah, I'm trying. There's a glitch right now, and it's not showing me my character sheet. So I had a 13, but I know I've got a big plus to it. I'm just trying to.
you hold down Alt and double click your token. It will bring up your character sheet
Oh, okay.
with an exaggerated armor class, apparently.
Wait. It's just my computer is really glitching. You mean? What? It's my computer is not. It's not anything else.
I can tell you that... Well, I don't have these tools on there. Let me pull up your sheet.
Or should we be in initiative?
Not yet. Not yet.
should
You have
be.
a
What
plus
would be the
9.
command for Mac, Peter?
You succeed. You have a plus 9.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. She's so shocked that she succeeded that she froze. Move! Move! Uh-oh. She froze. Okay, so we will
Well,
come
actually,
back.
the last person I talked to was Silicon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I
That's
think
right.
Yara would turn to Illiken after casting that mind sliver and tell him,
The orc has the keys.
Where's the keys? And he would look to see where the keys were because he was looking at Tallulah trying to open the door, and then he would react and look, and I guess he would see that.
Yara
the
would
ogre has
point
the
at the
keys.
orc.
Yeah. Okay. He looks at the orc. Ooh. Just to clarify, the ogre has the keys, right? I'm not tripping. Okay.
Oh shit. Sorry, that was my fault.
It's okay. No, it's all right. Just need to know what my targets are.
I meant ogre. I
Yeah.
meant ogre. That's what my mouth.
Yeah, but
said
he will
orc,
still look
but-
towards the orc and look at what he's done and then see like the whole scenario. And he points to the ogre. Give me those.
Let me know when I can stab the orc in the back of the knee.
And I did not notice Better Ball saying anything.
I think Jem's been watching this, kind of freaking out, and she's gonna. Oh, can you hear me? You can't hear me?
I can hear you. I'm not hearing Tallulah.
Oh, okay.
I think she's on her
Just
phone.
got-
Can't connect.
That's
So-
because she's Illiken.
Yeah.
We did a body swap.
So, anyways, Jem's like been watching all this, kind of freaking out, and she sees Beta with a knife, like prepping, and she goes, "Everybody, wait! There's no need to have any kind of squabble." And then her fingers shoot out, and she casts Friends on the orc immediately.
Okay.
Orc or the ogre.
Or
No, we
the one that's
cannot
on the
hear you.
outside.
Mariana.
So that's a cantrip for me. Basically, during the duration, I have advantage on all charisma checks directed at one creature of my choice. And then when the spell ends, they will immediately become hostile towards me.
They don't get a save?
Nope.
No, this is just her enhancing her
It's just-
ability.
Yeah, I'm just enhancing my ability.
The cantrip.
That's a cantrip. And so I just look at him and I go, "We need to just calm down. Maybe we can work together." And I'm trying to persuade him to chill out.
Try
Can you
talk-
hear me?
I started to.
Kind of.
Okay, sorry guys.
Oh,
my
no,
computer.
we can
Yeah,
hear
you.
you.
yeah, you're good,
And
you're
now we
good.
can hear you.
Okay, my computer decided to shut off. So Peter, if you can see my character sheet, you can tell me my modifier on the
Plus
It is
nine.
+9.
Okay, so that's a 22.
22, yeah.
You failed.
Okay.
No, you succeeded. You managed to pop the chains and the lock, and you are able to free yourself. But well, I guess the guards are distracted now. So, also, the friends thing. The orc is friendly towards
This
you,
guy?
but he's kind of engaged with another guard right now. So.
But this is okay. I'm trying to persuade him to not kill anyone.
You're trying to persuade him.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
of
That's like what I just said. Let's not have a scuffle. Like, let's all calm down. And then that's why I
Okay,
cast
give
it.
me persuasion with advantage.
There you go.
Oh, thank you for the advantage. Okay, what's my
I
persuasion?
think your cantrip gives you that
modifier?
advantage.
Yeah, persuasion's +4, so that's a 23.
Hey.
Okay. He kind of lowers his weapon, and at that moment, the guard plunges a rapier into his chest
No, that's not what I meant!
and pushes him against the hull.
She's stressed now.
And right at that moment, the ship collides with something on that side of the ship, and it's torn open. And both the guard and the orc fall out through the opening in the ship. Bedabol, I need an acrobatics dexterity save. You are low, so the hole is a few inches higher than you. So, are you poisoned, Biddable?
Nope. That is a 20.
Okay, you manage to hold on to something as you feel the cold draft of a blizzard and snow, and you can see ice forming on the opening of the hull of the ship. The ship, meanwhile, is just...
I would like, if I may, to throw my necklace towards Jem and then just disappear.
What necklace is that?
My vessel.
I would like to catch it.
Get ready to throw it. I'm just going to disappear inside of it in an attempt to get away from the hole. Because, I can't fly and she can.
That's so cool. Yeah, I attempt to catch it.
Okay, give me are you poisoned?
No. It's a 14.
Wait, not me, him?
No, Jem is making an acrobatics
To
roll.
catch it?
Yeah, with advantage.
Oh, thank God. Oh, that advantage saved me. Acrobatics is a +4, so it's a 19.
Okay, you managed to catch the necklace.
I put it around my neck.
And at the same time, I need everybody to give me dexterity and constitution saves.
Man, those are killing me, Peter.
Yeah,
The
killing
ship
me
has
too.
collided with a peak. Outside the opening, several of you see crew members falling over
Whoa.
off the boat from one of the upper decks.
Okay.
They can be seen falling past the hole in the ship, and they can be heard screaming. The ship strikes something on the other side and is violently flung about as the hull begins to crack from the impacts.
Sorry, Illy can roll to 7, so meh. But on his con save, but a nat 20 on his deck save. So I
Nice.
don't know how that would work. He's like, but then he like steady himself. I don't know.
Jem rolled a 13 on con. I don't know what the DC is on that, so. And then a 21 on dexterity.
Okay.
I assume I am exempt because I'm safe in my fishbowl.
Yes, you are.
And I rolled a 1 on Dex and a 13 on Con.
Oh,
No,
no.
other way around is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I see
13
dexterity.
on Dex,
13
2 on Con.
that one
Oh,
con.
sorry, the other way. That's right.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
and then
so-
I'm having to swap windows here, so it's getting a little bit complicated.
Yara rolled a 20 on Dex. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong number. 15 on Dex and 19 on Con.
Okay.
So I rolled a 17 on con and a 13 on Dex.
All of you are knocked unconscious as the ship starts sinking fast, striking rock and stone as it crashes into snow and skids. The ship breaks in half, and the top decks are shorn off by something that it strikes, and everything goes dark.
My lights!
Good game, I guess.
You are all unconscious.
Oh,
Except me.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was gonna say. Good.
I can
good
see
game.
all
GG,
around
guys.
too.
Good night. Thank you for the game.
And with that, we will go to our break.
sweet.
Wow.
We're all dead. Bye forever.
We'll be coming back with
Somebody
new characters,
disconnect
guys.
again?
We gotta roll new characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she disconnected.
If she disconnects and I don't notice, please let me know so I can switch the screen.
I just noticed as well.
Yeah.
Are we on break?
We are about to go to break, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. We will be back in 10 minutes. And be there or be square.
Yeah.
I
Like-
hear my heartbeat. Okay, I'm shaking.
That's true.
Oh god, we came back and I was screaming at everyone.
Wait, he's awake?
Right away.
He used to be Fox. I used to keep an eye out. You made him a moderator.
You did. You actually made a moderator.
I usually kept track of it on the chat, but he's the moderator, so I don't have moderator. Apparently you're muted, Peter.
Yeah, I just saw the message. I unmuted the wrong thing. So, good thing I didn't say anything important. So the whole party is dead, and
Roll new characters. Go.
No, let's go.
okay, so, well, I will move the map in a few minutes here. Let me just pull up my document. Crash site. Blackness. Nothing but cold, unrelenting darkness. No one is there with you. No one friendly. But you sense a presence, a powerful and evil presence. Suddenly, you hear the cackling laughter of a woman. It fades into the distance, and now all you hear is your heartbeat. Until even that fades into silence, to be replaced by the sound of the wind. Everyone already rolled for turn order, so Mariana, let me just pull this up. When you open your eyes, it feels as though you are still in the grip of a nightmare. Death stares at you through the dead eyes of a guard who is pressed against the bars of your cell. You gasp in surprise as you realize the guard's neck is twisted unnaturally, facing the wrong direction.
No, thank you.
The dead man's neck is broken. A further insult to injury. Wind is howling in through the back wall of your cell, but on the side where the ogre was located. There's a huge opening there. The ogre is there, stunned, snarling. The keys have been dropped through your cell bars, and they are just inches away from your feet. The ogre is snarling and kind of staggering back and forth. The Gith,
Okay.
the Gith is unconscious still, slumped against the bars he was chained to. Go ahead.
I was asking, like, can I see Illiken? Is my concern right now. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, the hood that was on your face is torn. right, giving you the ability to look through with one eye. It's kind of torn, partly open. You feel hotness on your cheek even though it's cold out, as though your face was struck with something when the hood tore.
So how long after the crash is all this?
Who knows?
Well, I would know.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, because he's in
He's
the...
conscious. He's in his
I'm awake
I
and
dream
seeing
of
and
Genie.
watching the whole time, yeah.
fishbowl.
Yeah.
It's just right next to my heart.
it is.
Unless
can also
that's
hear
the
your
case, I
heartbeat.
could be pinned under a bunch of feathers just listening to
Truth.
Jem's heart. But I would still know roughly how long it's been.
It has been approximately 19 hours.
Oh, then I would have popped out and pushed her out of the way like a number of hours ago.
Oh,
So I would
crazy.
have spent, I don't know how many hours looting the ship and gathering up a spot for
Taking
them
all of
to,
Illiken's belongings, all of Jem's belongings.
finding a way to build a shelter around them and attempt to warm them all up if they weren't all
Well,
dead yet.
you go after Mariana, so I will get to you in a moment.
Well, that may just depend on what she sees. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
had like
Tallulah,
a
as you peek
14-hour
from-
head start.
Well, as you peek from under the hood, you can see a fish-like being shuffling about from body to body, from cabinet to cabinet, from storage locker to storage locker.
And I managed to free my shackles still before I lost conscience, right?
You had just freed
So, my first instinct is to take the sack out and the gag
Okay.
and reach for the keys.
You have, as you lift the hood off, you get a sharp pain right on your head. Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you touch it, you feel frozen blood there.
That doesn't really matter right now. So yeah, gag off, hood off, keys.
Okay.
And that's what I'm gonna do. And if I can, I'll shuffle closer to the body to if I can see it looking.
Okay.
But I mean, like, I'm trying to like crawl. I don't want to like get up.
Okay, you crawl over to the bars and you see Jem lying just beyond the body of the guard. You see Illiken, you can see, lying unconscious. You can see a lot of people, several people, some are dead, some are unconscious. The other end of the ship, totally torn off. Just like right below the hammock area, just sheared off, just broken away. There is a deck above you, but you can hear the wind howling through the floorboards above you. And of course there is the opening to the, I guess, your left, directly to your left where the ogre was, and then on the side of the hull is that big opening where the ship had collided with something, with a peak.
Okay. So she'll try, like, if I still can, she'll try, like, sleight of hand, slowly as she can, try not to draw attention to herself, with the keys open her jail cell, her cage, whatever it was.
Okay, first
Did
roll me
that-
a stealth.
Stealth first, okay. So that stealth is a 25.
Okay. And then your thieves' tools. Well, actually, you have the key. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can unlock the door, the cell door, but the guard's body is pressed against it, His eyes
So I can't
staring
open it.
past you. Right, because it would open outward. And he's kind of laying face first against the bars, but below the neck is facing away from the bars, if you get my drift.
Yeah.
So,
How big is the space between the bars?
Goodness, let me measure this. 5 to 6 inches, which is, I don't know how many centimeters.
I have no idea. I don't know.
This far.
It's like 15.
2.5
Okay, so
centimeters.
About as wide as
in
your
an
face.
inch.
As wide as my face. Okay, so could I try and get a ball to kick it?
The body? Yeah, definitely.
She's gonna try and do that.
Okay.
At least to try and kick it so she can open the door.
Okay. So you shove with your foot. Give me an athletics.
I'm rolling all of them today.
By the way, none of
Okay.
you are poisoned anymore, so you can
Oof, athletics, a -2. So that's a 17.
That is enough. You are able to
Okay, cool.
shove the body, and it just kind of rolls to the side, toward the ogre side.
She stops if it's towards the ogre side, checking that the ogre's not gonna turn to her because you said he was kind of stumbling.
Let me just check his passive here. Do. Yeah, he didn't notice. He's got an 8 passive.
Right, so she's gonna make her way, try to open the bars enough to just enough to get through, and then
Okay.
shuffle her way to Illiken.
As you push on the bars, they jam. The
Course they
hinges
do.
are kind of frozen. There's ice built up around it from the storm blowing in.
Can I reach him through the bars, on the other side of the cage, or is it too far?
Oh, you can reach the deceased guard. And you were able to move him with your foot quietly.
No, I mean Illiken. Can I reach Illiken through the bars?
No, he's about 3 feet out of reach. Jem is closer.
I will try to touch since I can't reach. She'll do the and try, and she can't. It's okay. And I see this fish-like thing moving about, right?
Yep. Taking everybody's stuff.
She's gonna try and check for pulse on the bird-like creature next to her, and she's gonna call out to hey, you! She's trying to be quiet.
Okay, and we will come back to that. Beta, what are you doing? Beta Bowl.
You tell me. So I would have had 15 hours to attempt to turn this into some sort of a warm and cozy place, attempting to salvage what I could from the ship and make everybody comfy and cozy until they woke up.
Okay, so you got the hole where the ogre is,
And I would imagine
Obviously,
getting ready
you
to stab
didn't
this
go in
prisoner
there.
right now.
but you got that big hole on the side of the ship. Are you gonna try to cover that up, or?
Oh yeah, I'll make
There
a
are
nice
some
ice
blankets
wall
laying around.
out of it.
Oh, you can do that?
I sure can do that. Prestidigitation is amazing.
Okay, that
Yeah,
takes
I
you
could
about 8
make
hours.
a wall. Nah, it's
I
6
know.
seconds per foot. And then little torches or campfires in front of everybody, and if I could find the storage equipment, then I'd have brought like all the food and the blankets and stuff
You
in.
do
and
find the
bundled them all up.
weapons, which, by the way, I forgot to mention, all of your weapons were stored in a locker because the captain didn't want everything available for the orc had smuggled in a dagger. Okay, so you are able to close off where, except for the hole where the ogre is. You are able to close off the side of the ship. You are able to start generating a little warmth there, and you find the weapons. You find the backpacks, everyone's stuff, which you could put wherever, and then you also find some extra containers of water, which is starting to freeze. You find some rations and a few extra blankets.
Oh,
Unless you're
probably-
looting the passengers too, then you might get a little gold. But
No, I'd have been like looking for blankets and food and whatnot, just tempting to keep everybody warm and safe until they woke up.
are you gonna slap anybody with your fin to wake them up?
No. Yeah, so I imagine I've got like my hand on my dagger, just one eye pretending to be busy and the other watching Tallulah as she's like,
Okay. You and Tallulah lock eye. Well, she locks eyes with one of your eyes.
Yes, because I was trying to call out to him, like, hey, you.
oh, I thought you were calling to Jem.
No, I was just checking her pulse, that she's alive. It was to you that you're moving about.
How do you respond to her?
Knife comes up. You should back up. No trouble.
I need to get to Illican.
Who's that?
Him. And I'll point to Illican, the Goliath.
Oh, the angry one. You know him.
Yes,
How?
we're friends.
Who are you?
I'm Tallulah.
Oh no, he's mad at you. You're not friends.
Amazing.
Gaslighting.
What?
Yeah, he's angry at you. He's been yelling your name for like 3 days.
Well, I did
You should
prepare.
probably leave before he wakes up because he's angry.
He's not angry.
Oh, he's always angry.
He's
you
always
said you know
angry,
him.
but he's not angry at me. I got kidnapped.
No, I'm pretty sure he's angry at you.
Theron.
Wake him up. Help me wake him up. Is he okay?
We'll get back to that. Theron. When you open your eyes, you find yourself, well, when you try to open your eyes, you find yourself unable to. It takes a few moments for the cobwebs to clear from your mind as you try to open your eyes again. But all you see is darkness. Are you blind? Is that your fate? To be stranded in the frozen tundra of the north and unable to see in order to find your way to safety? You can feel your arms, your hands. You lift one hand to your eyes, and what you feel there causes bile to rise in your throat. Your eyelids are frozen shut.
Okay. So I try to warm my warm my ass enough to get my eyelids open.
So you're rubbing on them?
Yeah,
Okay. Give me
gently enough not to hurt.
a medicine check.
A medicine check. Okay. $16.
Wow, it's a pretty good roll. Have you ever had like the Sandman, like so much sand that it like holds your eyes shut for a second, and you're like, that's what you're doing here, and you manage to painfully rub away the ice, the frozen parts, and slowly open them, and you're blinking your eyes, and you realize as you're doing so that you can hear the faint sounds of someone nearby shuffling about, and you hear voices communicating. One sounds familiar, like the fishy gishy dude. Once your eyes are open, you're able to look around. All around you, bodies are strewn about. There is a great tear in the side of the ship, and you can feel the winds blowing in. But there is a blanket, or rather an ice wall, blocking most of that opening. Howling through the gap, you can hear the wind whistling over the little areas that are still open around the ice. What would you like to do?
So I'm gonna try to find the source of the sound to start with.
You look over it, and you see
I
Beta.
look around, and is he close enough to hear me without screaming?
Well, the wind is howling so loud that you're going to have to raise your voice no matter what to be heard. He is over by the bars talking to a woman with pale blue skin and flowing blue hair that has... Is it dark blue or black on top, Tallulah?
It's dark blue.
Okay. And you can hear her trying to tell him to check on the Goliath and see if he's okay.
Okay. And so I recall also that there were more prisoners, so I tried to look around for the location of the other prisoners.
You can see the Gith is laying unconscious against the bars of his cell, and further back in that cell, the Goliath is just kind of slamming about, trying to free himself from the chains because he didn't get a chance to unlock them.
Ogre.
Yeah, I did it again. The ogre. What did I say this time?
Goliath.
Goliath. Oh.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah.
I don't know.
Whatever.
Oh,
They
wait,
all
when did
look
you look
alike.
at chain?
So,
Oh, rude.
anyways, he's snarling and staggering about, trying to free himself, and he's at first he's in the middle of the cell, then he's kind of stumbling backwards toward the opening, and then leans against the hull and is twisting and trying to get free. He looks angry and deadly.
Okay, and I keep looking around to see if I can find the weapons.
Beta, what did you do with the weapons you found?
He would have his shield and sword like right nearby him because I would have recognized them.
So then I try to first sit up and grab the weapons and slowly try to stand up.
Okay. You realize you're missing a leg. No, I'm kidding.
And then I try to take note of the rest of the companions. So I saw Beta Bill. Where's the rest of the team?
You can see Illiken laying a few feet away from the pale blue skin girl's cell, and Bedable seems to be preventing her from getting out of the cell to reach Illiken. You can see Jem laying nearby, and you can see Yara laying nearby.
I'm
So
gonna
the
drop
closest
my
one is
guard
who?
by now. We're more just arguing over whether or not Illiken is angry at her.
She's starting to believe it. She's like, maybe he is angry at me. And I disappear. She's like genuinely concerned.
So I'm trying to see who is the closest one to me.
Closest one to you, let me see where you were laying here. Closest one to you is Yara.
All right, then I'm gonna approach Yara and see how she's doing at that time and see if I can help her.
Okay, and we will get right to that in a minute. Illiken, you hear this familiar voice of Tallulah. The sensation of something cold is pressed up against your skin, though, and that's what actually wakes you, along with her voice. And you open your eyes. Instantly, you feel intense pain shooting up your right side. You look down to see that your leg is turned unnaturally beneath a heavy wood beam. You try to move the leg, but the pain becomes so intense that you nearly pass out again. A gasp escapes your mouth, attracting the attentions of Theron, Bedable, and Tallulah.
I'm telling you, he's very angry at you. You need to go now.
Ah! He's just like, just on cue.
She like freezes. She's kind of like questioning whether this guy's right.
And
really
hops
hate
out from in
flying.
between them very quickly.
What? What does Bedable
Beta
say?
Ball like hops out from in between them very quickly. Probably over behind Thurin at this point if he's getting up.
And she's like,
Looking at her.
Illiken?
So you got Illiken. He's
No,
just
I
like,
can't. I was.
oh,
stuck
he's
on the
trying to
bar.
get to right.
Like I'm like, Illiken, but I'm like trying to talk to him. But I'm like scared now because I think you're angry at me.
Ah! Ah! He's just trying to move, but he's like, every time he tries to get up, it almost knocks him out from the phone.
His leg is dislocated.
Yeah. Are you mad at? Are you okay?
Tell her to run, Thurin.
No!
Tell her to run. You won't listen to me.
Can Illiken, seeing that his leg is so he's trapped underneath the wooden beam, right? Can he try and shift the beam off himself?
Sure. You can give me a strength ability check.
Okay. And he's going to put all that pain and all that anger, and he's going to rage. He's going to try and lift it off himself. So, let's do that. 2 net ones, this guy.
I would help,
13.
but hey, somebody told me you might be angry at me.
Yeah.
I'm no fool.
I'm no fool.
That's a 13, Peter.
A 13? Okay. You are able to shift it a few inches, and the pain just shoots through you, and you take a point of damage. I was going to say more, but we'll just say a point.
So nothing.
He's just like grunting in tone.
The dungeon boys just gave Illiken advantage.
Hey!
Hey. Dungeon boys.
Thank you, Dungeon Boy. Wait, I know who that is.
I'm actually not running the Twitch right now, so.
Oh, okay.
But yes, that is my friends.
Does that mean that he technically already had advantage when he raged? Would I be able to get super advantage?
Sure, you can roll again.
Hey!
I'll let that happen.
Hey! Come on.
Thank
But you gotta
Danger
take the
Boy.
new roll.
Peter.
annoying.
Oh man!
What is it?
Wait, there's a strength save. Wait,
I'll
there's a
stick
That's a
strength
strength
save.
save.
That's
Alright.
not what you need to roll. You need to roll a strength check, not a strength save.
Okay. That's fine. That would be what? It's the same.
Actually,
That's
both
what
of
it is.
them were strength saves.
So it's
Yeah.
because
Should
it's
be
minus your
athletics, right?
proficiency.
If you're trying
Yeah, it
to
should
like
be
lift
athletic.
up a
Yeah, go ahead and roll
I mean,
athletics
okay.
with triple
It's
advantage.
the same modifier. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna
Don't
argue.
argue.
D&D
Thanks.
6th edition provides triple advantage.
Triple advantage.
So
Yeah,
gives you.
There are no
You
more
got a
6th
23.
editions.
Yeah.
The beam
23.
flips
No,
over and so
Onto Jem.
rapidly that it strikes the ice wall, covering the big gap, and shatters the wall.
I run.
And the storm starts. The storm starts blowing in.
Yep.
But-
Danny just starts skipping out the hole. He's never seen him that angry.
As you approach the opening to run out, you hear a snarl out in the snow. The blizzard snow is so thick that you can't see more than a few feet. And there is something out there waiting.
Back under Terran's feet. Terran's feet.
He's like, nope.
Ultra submissive, like on the
Like,
ground. One eye like out into the snowstorm, one eye on like the raging Ilkin, getting ready to
He's like,
attack Tallulah.
which one's gonna kill me?
Illiken, you are freed from the beam, but your leg below the knee is still twisted awkwardly. You can feel the bone protruding a little bit.
He's trying to crawl towards where Tallulah is. Just dragging himself.
It's like
gonna
he
take a
wants to
step
get her so
back.
bad.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
Like,
Tallulah
panting
gonna take
heavily.
a step back. She's concerned now.
While he is struggling and crawling that way, Jem, sorry Yara, you rolled the low one. Jem, the feeling that you are falling awakes you with a start as your hands reach out for anything to save yourself. Your eyes are wide, and at first you are confused as to where you are, but then you hear a moan and a voice, a deep voice grunting, and you look over and you see Illiken crawling his way in your direction along with the direction of the cell. In the cell you can see Tallulah, and you do know her name at this point, and she is at the bars trying to push the bars open, but they
Oh no,
seem...
I took a step back.
Okay. Oh, okay. You can see, as you look around, you see Bedibal hiding behind Theron. Theron is like drawing his sword, and who am I leaving out here?
He was
That's
checking on Yara, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's checking on Yara.
Okay. So I think as she starts to come to and she's looking around, she feels like on her chest and doesn't feel the salt there anymore. And she's like, Beta, what is, and then she looks and sees him under.
Run!
Run? Are you telling me? What is happening? Where are you crawling? What's wrong with
Just
your
hearing
leg?
this screeching in the background. As Illiken's just dragging herself across the floor.
Why is it so much colder? I didn't know that was possible. And then just big water
That's
squirts.
the big drama. Why
They
is it so
freeze
cold?
as they roll down your cheeks.
And then she takes him and she's kind of like, this actually looks kind of nice. And like adds it on her bead. And then she's like, Beta, are you okay?
Nope.
He is cowering, just locked on you and locked on Ilkin as they're like moving closer together.
She's gonna reach out because Ilkin, you said, is coming towards her to get to the cell, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
he's pretty much stepping right over top of you.
She's gonna take her hand and put it on Ilkin, and then you see her wings flare out, but she's kept them very tight on this trip. So you see these beautiful black raven wings and kind of block his view, so he has to make eye contact with her. And she goes, "You need to calm down. What is going on?"
Do not tell me to calm down. And he points to his leg.
Oh.
Move. He's trying to push past you now. He's trying to get to Tallulah.
Hold on. Theron, do you have any of the healing things? I know you're magical. Do not try to deny it.
I don't need healing. Just move. This is
Hold on, Illikin, she's not going anywhere, and you need to relax. Theron, excuse me, please help me right now. And then I think as she's asking Theron, she sees Yara on the ground, and she's like, "What is go?" And then I think that's when she notices that there's a big rip in the thing and goes, "Oh, I understand now. We crashed." This makes sense. And as she's gonna like fold her wings back and be like, "Illikin, be calm," and then go up to Yara and Theron and be like, I will take care of her. Can you please go help him? Please, Theron, go help Illikin."
Don't try to deny it. I like that. I love that.
So, Doc, what would you do with a dislocated knee?
Oh, I didn't even think about that in real life. I just was like, paladin. He's a paladin. He's got some healing spells.
While he's doing that, Jem heads over to Yara.
Yeah, I just pick up her head and I'm like trying to slightly slap her.
Yara, you feel someone lifting your head, and you open your eyes just as a smack comes across your face.
It's light.
And then something moves beneath you.
Wait, I had a cool story moment. You didn't check your Discord.
Oh, me?
No. Can I backtrack a slight bit, Peter?
Sure.
Doesn't check
Go
his
ahead.
Discord.
Okay.
You have to repeat it to check his mouth.
I won't get to creep you out, but okay, go.
Oh, you might still be able to. It won't change that much. So I think as she starts feeling something and coming to, and she's got the darkness in her head, and as she lays there, she just in her head is thinking, "Oh no, I'm alone in the dark," and then a presence like wraps around her mind, and she hears,
"You're never alone."
and then as she feels that slap on her cheek, her eyes open and flash that aqua, and her arms are gonna reach out to and just like immediately like deck Jem. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
That's awesome.
And then she'll
That's much
she kinda
better
comes
than what
back
I
to
did.
herself, and she just like
roll to hit.
Jem's rubbing her beak. Yes, okay. Yep. That's technically code form, but I do not like.
21.
Oh god. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, roll
What in
unarmed
the
strike
heck?
damage.
That would be a grand total of a 1 bludgeoning damage.
Hey, I'll take it.
Where
Sucks it on
did you
the beak.
strike her?
I think she probably, if she was healing, she would have just like blind like right hooked her.
Right in the beak.
Oh, that's right. I can't. Do beaks bleed?
I have like holes in them, so blood could definitely like trickle either through
Oh,
my
I won't
mouth.
do that to you.
or
You
done.
already had tears frozen. That I said went down your cheek when they really went down your beak. So,
Yeah, my feathered face.
yeah. Okay, so at that exact moment, Yara, you feel the wiggling beneath you again, And as you kind of roll over, a rat skitters out from under you and turns and rushes out the opening in the side of the hall.
Very right.
Jem's like,
Scary rat.
that's the worst. That's the least of our problems right now. I just want everyone to be aware that is the least of our problems.
Pelican's trying to push past you. Sorry.
Yeah, Yara will go to Jem and just be like,
I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me.
No, it's good. It's good. It makes me feel like you will, have my back and we're sleeping.
I'll always have your back. Absolutely.
Ah, you don't even know me. That's so nice of you. Thank you. And she like flaunts her feathers and goes, anyways. And
ladies, angry snowman.
Did Theron listen to Jem? Did he like try to inspect Illican at all or no?
Illican's still trying to push past Jem right now. Doesn't care about the.
Well, I
No,
didn't
yeah,
go to
Jem went to
that.
Yara. She's not
Yeah, I went past you.
Okay, he's still gone though.
Yara, you do. You see everything that's happening. You've heard it all. You know what's happening. Except that there is a loud growl and howl at the other end of the ship. Well, what's left of the ship, where the cells are. And you turn and you see the ogre slamming around, and then a furry claw reaches in and yanks it out of the hull into the blizzard. And everyone hears like, and they're fighting. It's fighting something, even though it's all bound up. And then it goes quiet as just the arm plops halfway through the opening of the hull.
just the arm of what?
Yeah,
the
you go.
ogre.
Okay.
And you can see that it's a stump. And then the claw reaches in and yanks it out again into the blizzard. And everything, all you hear is the howling wind again.
We all saw that.
We all, yeah.
Everyone saw that.
Run up next to Illican at the bars and are like, let me in right now. Figure out how to get me inside.
Open it!
Tallulah was stepping away from the bars. Seeing that, she's turned around and she's pressing against the bars. Like, get me out, get me out. You guys are trying to get in. She's trying to get out.
Where's the keys? I would like to do a perception
I
check
have
for
the
the keys.
keys.
Oh,
Yes, the keys.
and you unlock the door.
Unlocked. There's
It's
just like
unlocked.
a dead guy in front of it.
Oh, okay. I start pulling the dead
No,
guy.
it's not even that. I kicked the dead guy. It's jammed. They're jammed.
It's
Oh.
frozen, I believe
It's
you
frozen
said.
shut.
Frozen.
Yeah, the hinges are frozen.
Jem takes a shoulder, even though she's very petite, and starts trying to bump it hard.
I feel like
It opens
Yara.
outward, so.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
she's
open.
like,
She's
feel like
taking
a
towards
closet.
you
She
guys.
starts.
By the way,
I
the
feel like-
effects of the shipwreck leave you all with a level of exhaustion.
Oh.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like Yara would see this and she would pull out a torch and light it and come over to the bars and just start to kind of like hold the fire to like the seams in the door to try to warm the ice up.
Okay. What check would that be? Well, I'm not going to make
I'm
it
still
check.
just pulling.
We'll give it a minute and then it'll loosen them up and then she'll be able to get out. I don't know how Beta will feel about you letting a prisoner free, but Theron, you reach Illican, who is dragging himself along, one good leg. What would you like to do?
I tried to convince Illican to let me check his leg.
Convince him.
Illican, calm down. Let me check your leg.
He's one mind. He's just trying to get to Tallulah, trying to trying to get to the.
You cannot get to where you want to go with only one leg. I need to check your leg.
Illican, you do see that Yara is melting the ice on the hinges, and you can see the door starting to budge a little.
Takes a breath. Okay, you're right. And he kind of like turns to allow you to like tend to his leg.
So I will help Illican with his leg.
Okay. How do you help him? Do you use magic, or do you use a medicine check to see if you can pop that thing back into place?
I use the medicine check.
Okay.
Illican like help him with that? Can he like try if it's not like if they time it, could he like hold his leg and try and like help him?
Illican. Let's see. Let me see the roll first. Okay.
I will give Darren an advantage because in real life he is a doctor.
You got 19.
Sweet.
Okay.
Of course, that's not usually what he works on, but
Goliaths.
Goliath? No, I think he meant legs.
So, Illican, hey, isn't that a barrel of booze? Like the one we had earlier? And
Looks towards it.
And I do try to yank it back in place when he turns around.
okay. Did you roll medicine?
Yes, 19.
All right.
Oh, nice.
You hear I don't know what sound it would make, like knuckles. It pops into place.
Yeah.
As
Illican,
someone who's had their leg and knee dislocated often, it's terrible.
did it hurt when it popped into place?
Yeah,
Well, there you go, Ramon. You're in a lot of pain.
I imagine that.
Why do you think I'm distracting him?
It's bad.
But
It's
I
very
will
bad.
allow you to restore those lost hit points
Hey.
because you've been repaired. You're just in a lot of pain.
You've been repaired.
We fixed you.
Yeah.
He's a.
But you are going to walk with a little bit of a limp and at half speed for a little bit.
And he goes, is that actually booze? I think I need a drink.
Oh, I definitely has a drink.
I take out a bottle of wine.
Here you go. It survived.
Makes a grab for it. And his. That's calling out like.
Oh wait, no, it's a vintage. You don't need them. Okay.
He's like. He looks
Yara.
at
Oh, go ahead. Yara, you think that you see that the hinges are kind of warm and the ice is kind of broken off. It looks like if you help her open the door, you should be able to, between the two of you, get her out of there.
Yeah.
All right, she's gonna open the door because and she's also looking around for the gift too that was tied up because she doesn't want it to get eaten by this snow monster. But she'll help open the door.
Okay, the
Yeah,
gift is still up. He's against the cell door in the other cell, unconscious.
Okay.
Tallulah is like pressing against the door, so he should, with her strength, should at least give her advantage. No?
Am I doing a strength check?
Yeah, with advantage.
Okay, so
one
with-
of you can do a strength check, whichever has the highest, and
You
the
do
other
it.
one can help to give advantage. How's that?
You do
Okay.
it.
All right. Well, then it would be a normal roll because if we all have one level of exhaustion, then it would be a
Exhaustion.
disability. So it's a straight roll, right?
Straight roll.
Oh, that's
Come
a
on,
strength
you can
saving
do
throw.
this because I have a
So this
minus
would
2.
be athletics or just straight strength?
Whichever you wish.
I mean, 6 1, half dozen the other. 14.
Nice.
The door creaks open about 18 inches or so, and she's able to squeeze through.
All right.
Thank you.
And Yara will look at Tallulah and be like,
She sees
like-
that and she's like, nice to meet you.
Yeah, yeah.
She does thieves' can, so it's like.
Yeah, and Yara will be like, and sigh and just start like signing to her.
Yeah, we all just start doing like gestures, and she's like, "Oh, cool! We understand each other. Go." Okay.
And she'll sign that they need to get the gif out because she doesn't want him to be eaten alive like the ogre was.
She looks at Illikin. She looks at the kid. She looks at Illikin.
Illikin is going, another! And he throws your wine bottle on the ground. And he looks, but then he looks towards you, Tallulah, and you were doing the thieves' cant, and he's like...
You could swear they're talking about you, Illikin.
Yeah. And he kind of goes, he's starting, what was in that wine? What's she doing?
Yara will be like, is that your, like, signing, is that your friend? He's very angry.
Yeah, that's my friend. We got separated. That's like what should we be doing.
He didn't know the name Wavy. Meanwhile, she's like walking over to the cage with the torch to like unfreeze.
Yeah, she kind of goes like, sorry about that. I have several names.
So just letting you all know, we don't know what that is.
Yara looks chagrined for a moment.
Yeah, she turns up. This is a method of communication. Sorry.
I got that part. I'm just letting you know we don't understand.
Yes, I'm Tallulah. Hi.
Hello. I know all about you. Angrily from Illikin.
Is he actually angry?
No, he just talks very, big bass voice. Is very intense.
How does Beta react to this statement?
Beta has backed himself into a corner with his harpoon, like, aiming out the entrance that this claw came through. One eye, like, scanning the wilderness, the other one looking at these people all confused as to why none of them are reacting to it.
Oh, we trying to get out.
I'm gonna walk up to Beta and be like, did you have more of those harpoons?
I give you my harpoon and pick up like a spear.
I'm going to throw the harpoon out.
It's like a crossbow. Sorry.
Oh, just kidding. Never mind. I didn't realize it was your actual weapon.
You can have the spear if you like.
I'm gonna aim the crossbow and just shoot it into the snow.
Okay.
See if I get a reaction of something moving.
Roll.
And then I'll give it back to Beta.
If you get a nat 20, I'll say you hit something.
Okay.
No pressure.
Yeah, it's an 11.
It just flies through the opening.
I trade her for my spear and reload it.
I'm gonna go to the edge and be like, listen everyone, there's a lot going on. We have a major threat out here. And then I'm gonna scream, is anyone out there? Like super loud to see if this thing's sentient, whatever it is.
When she does that, Tallulah hides. Immediately, backs out, against the wall, against the shadows. Immediately hides.
Gem's not the cleverest sometimes.
And takes the shield
Yara
and sword to the ready.
Yara would be like, oh no. And who's closest to Yara right now?
Probably me, because we were next to each other, right?
Right, but you're hiding, so she wouldn't see you.
Yeah, immediately I hide.
So who would it be after that?
I think it would be Illikin.
Okay. She'll turn to Illikin and say,
We have to get this creature out of the gith out of the cave. Or out of the cave. I'm looking at my voice mod. We have to get this creature out of the cage. We can't let it be eaten too.
25 stealth, by the way, Peter.
Yeah. That's
you-
with disadvantage?
Exhaustion. Yeah, that's fine.
Good point, good point. So that is a 20.
Should have
Did
had her
anything-
How are
shoot the
you?
bow.
Damn, son.
Did anyone answer me?
Do what?
Did anything answer me? when
Oh,
I
yeah, so Jem
screamed?
cried out. Yeah.
You hear. Well, actually, everybody give me a perception check with disadvantage.
There are my rolls for the night. That's a nat 1.
There's mine that one.
Yeah, that's mine, that one,
Give me a
too.
moment. Here you go.
4, because, you know.
Wow, we're so dead.
Jem rolled a 16.
Ooh.
Oh, well. That's...
Jem
17.
screamed, Jem knows, but everybody else is out for the
How'd
count.
you do, Theron?
5.
You got 5. 5.
5, 5.
Okay.
Yeah, my 16 was with disadvantage.
17 for Yara.
Hey!
Ooh.
We're not
Jem
dead.
and Yara, you could swear you hear howls and barking in the distance through the howling wind.
Does it sound like multiple barking or
Yes.
one?
I should
Right.
have been a druid.
Very life choices.
Okay. Is there some wolves out there?
And Yara will just like be like, yeah, and she's like furiously trying to open the cage that this poor prisoner is locked
Yeah.
in.
And I look back at the cage where the ogre was, like, that's a big wolf.
To see the arm.
No, they took the arm back. It's not even there
Did they take
anymore.
the arm back?
That must be some really big wolves to eat up an ogre like that.
Tallulah
And,
was hid, but she's like near Yara, so Yara just sees these keys like appear next to her face.
She'll look and she'll grab them and like unlock, and meanwhile
And
she's
she
like,
immediately hides
unlocking
again.
while holding the torch, trying to like thaw the door.
The door is jammed because its hinges are frozen as well.
That's why she's doing the heat thing.
Oh,
Yeah, I've
okay.
been doing it this whole time since I went
Oh,
over there.
okay. So the door squeals open, and when it starts to squeal, the Gith kind of jerks a little bit and opens his eyes. And says, What happened? The ogre! Where's the ogre?
And Yara just looks
The
at him
ogre
and
is
goes,
gone.
like, her, and then
You scared me! And
Yara is like one of the least threatening looking people, so she just looks at him like,
It's at this point that
What's your problem?
he realizes that Illican, because you talked to him and he was confused, but then you did all that, but then he would have followed you, so he'd be standing behind you, look really like imposing. So that's like,
Yeah, he's scared and looking behind you, not you.
cocking his head. Who is
Okay.
that Yara holds out the keys.
unfortunately, he rolled a 5 for his reaction. He screams and turns and runs out the opening. Oh, actually, no, he's chained. He can't.
He's trained.
Yeah. He starts to run, and it jerks him back, and he falls back.
You calm down.
And
We're
then
trying to
she'll-
figure it out.
Are we sure we want him? He's an idiot.
Yara just turns to him and says,
I can't just leave him here to die.
So I turn to the gift and I tell him, can you fight?
That's a good question.
Because, yeah. Are you useful?
No.
Me?
Oh, I was like, not you again.
Yeah, no.
Me?
He's this thing.
Fight? Are you crazy? I'm not. Look at me.
Okay.
I'm.
Can you run?
Unchain me, and we'll find out.
Well,
Inside check.
Yeah, I was gonna inside it too. Can I do that too?
Yeah.
Well, that happens. I think, well, this is your lucky day. Today you learn to fight for your life.
That's with the disadvantage, right? Oh,
Yep.
damn. A natural 20.
Okay, so that's a 19 from my insight.
That's a 17 for me. These dice are great. Thanks for these.
Yeah,
Is that
19
what
with
both-
disadvantage.
Yeah, 17 with disadvantage for Gem.
Okay. You pretty much, as you're looking at him, you see this guy is like skinny and weak looking. He looks like he might faint at the slightest threat. He's very cowardly.
Okay.
Yara would still unlock his manacles.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, okay. So you do that. Cool. I'm going to look at the group and be like, I have an idea. I have this spell where I can make things appear. I'm going to make a giant bugbear and charge it out. It can go pretty far, and then whatever is in there will follow it, and we all run together stealthily. What do you think?
Without knowing,
Finally comes out of the shadows. That is very smart.
But why a bugbear? Goliath is stronger, more threatening.
Yes, but we want this to be prey, so they chase it. Oh, but actually, I kind of like intimidating it more. I could make a giant illikin.
You kind of now you're talking.
Beta, what do you think?
You
you're
muted,
muted.
Velveteen.
The eye is still just kind of darting outside and around and darting from conversation to conversation. He's likely just going to do whatever everyone else does.
Okay, great. I'm going to take the eye movement. You're on board. So... Okay, I don't
So
speak the
Yara's
hands.
signing like, wait.
Yeah, one second. I will like translate.
Right. And she'll sign to Tallulah, we need our weapons.
Is there...
yes.
Oh, I don't
we
know
need
what you said.
weapons.
Is
We
the
need weapons.
Beta, put them next to all of us. Look where you woke up.
For
Except
what
for
I
Tallulah.
Oh.
don't know belongs to people would just be kind of all piled in a heap.
Pile.
Yeah.
I assumed Jem already picked up all her weapons. If that's okay.
Tallulah's gonna look at the pile. Do I see my stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so she like takes you guys just see her take 2 daggers, put it one like in a like on her boot, one on her side, take a short sword on the other side, take a bow. She's got like all these like random weapons, and she's like do. She's like,
And Jem, you do see multiple blankets there, so that guard could have given you a blanket.
You're like, I knew it.
She's pissed. I'm just kidding.
Tallulah will
Bonus
also like
action rage.
bring the blankets and like hand one out to each of them.
Well, I mean, we are running. So just do whatever you can where you're not going to trip and you can be quick.
You see, like, when he goes and finds his warhammer. Oh, that's more like it. Ah, I missed you. When he kind of
So-
puts it on his back.
Just to
Yara will-
clarify, you're exhausted, and you're going to do something that requires you roll with disadvantage.
Well, we don't know yet.
Have
We're
to roll
talking.
to run.
Yeah,
So-
it doesn't affect our speed
I
until
assess
level
the-
3.
Doesn't affect
Running
his
in a
Take a moment.
storm, a blizzard,
Oh, it's difficult terrain.
yeah. Except
like I
for Illikin, except that he's wounded and he's limping and
Fine.
moving at half speed anyway, so
She's just talking.
that worked
she hasn't.
out.
She hasn't done anything yet. She's just
Doesn't matter
talking.
anything.
So I turn to
She spit.
them and say, that would have been a good idea in better circumstances. We go out there now, we won't be able to see anything with the blizzard and with the darkness.
Well, I can do
So-
this. And she casts dancing lights again.
You still forgot the blizzard.
Yes. I'm going to go up to the top deck and see if anyone else survived. And she's going to start walking up there.
Half the stairs are broken off. And
Never
as
mind.
you go up through, as you look up the other half, you see not open sky. You see the blizzard raging above. There is no upper deck. Just the floor for the next deck up is there to form a little ceiling for you, which is helping keep the wind out. Beta, would you give me an insight check, please? With disadvantage.
Does Beta get exhaustion too? Because he was fine the whole time?
Oh, that's
I
right.
would have been up, so it would be disadvantage because I still
Yeah.
missed like a sleep, right? 3.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't. I was going to help you out a little bit, but...
It's okay. I like figuring it out. I've been shooting ideas.
So, Peter, can we get a little bit more information on the layout? So I take around my surroundings.
I would be happy to. In fact, since you asked that, I will move you.
Hey.
Hey.
All right.
Person on.
Consider yourselves under that deck that you see.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
Okay.
let me just switch this to the map view. So,
Where did the claw come from?
where did the what?
The claw?
The claw.
Yeah, claw.
The claw came from the
claw.
south end of the ship.
This bit.
Yeah. Tallulah was locked up right here, which is why she's positioned near there. The ogre was pulled out through here. And the big hole in the side is right here. And it's open on this end as well because the ship broke in half.
Well, I'll be here with Yara and Jeremy, I think.
And I believe I should be here, close to where Illican is.
So is this commoner person alive or dead?
Oh, sorry. Deceased.
Okay, that's okay. I'm just making sure I'm not interacting with someone.
And Roll20 updated as we were playing. Whoa. New feature. Interesting. Okay, so...
So we're only able to see right now the immediate vicinity, meaning only the outline of whatever's left of the ship. Is that correct, Peter?
I can move my dancing lights out to 60 feet.
Yes, but the question relies still with the blizzard. How much of that visibility will still be able to get?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand your question.
So are we only seeing the whatever's left of the ship, given the current conditions, like darkness?
Oh, yeah.
and
The blizzard, it is dark outside. The blizzard is roaring outside the wreckage. There's no other pieces to the ship visible. If you peek out just where Beta Bowl is, that on the side of the hull, there's a small opening. You can see the guard that had fallen out with the orc is laying there dead in the snow.
Okay, so we got about 10 feet visibility. Okay.
Tallulah going to turn to them and is going to say,
So
we need to find shelter from this cold. This is still pretty open. I know that there's danger outside, but I think
I
that's still
agree.
the best bet.
That we need to find shelter. Let's first gather whatever you can find that's usable.
Yep, she'll look
So we will
around.
gather everything that's usable at this moment. Rations, keep,
Health potions.
It should all still be in that pile that you pulled your weapons from, unless somebody else wants to look for anything that I would have missed.
Yeah, I would just
Yeah,
pick
during-
up on the file. Yeah.
Yeah, during all of this, Yara would have just like picked up all of her stuff. So she's got a staff now.
Yeah,
and
we'll just
surprising
assume
number of
everybody got their
daggers.
weapons. Yeah.
Is there anything
What about
extra?
like our packs? Did we keep those?
What?
The
Like
what?
our gear? Like our
Packs.
gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
bags.
your original gear, you got all back.
I think what the question was that Beta had spent so many hours scavenging the ship. Was there any like healing potions or extra things we could choose
There
from?
were
or is
no
it-
healing potions.
Okay.
But
Money.
he actually no, there was no money except for your own money if you had any to begin with. But that really isn't going to help you right now. And Beta did seal off parts of the ship and built little fires to warm things up a little bit next to each unconscious person. He had an ice wall over that big opening to the northwest. Let me just ping. Right.
Oh yeah, because Elikin shattered it, didn't he?
Yeah. But if there was an ice wall put there and covering the end here, you got bars you could close on this end to protect yourselves. So it might be secure enough to get some rest.
So let's go ahead and secure the bars.
Yes. I'll help you with that. Survival to help him like build some shelter with what we've got here.
Yeah. Let's see. In turn order, we have Mariana, Beta, Theron, Illiken, Gem, and Yara. So, Mariana, what are you doing?
I will be helping Theron build the shelter. Make this into a shelter.
Okay. Beta, what are you doing?
Crossbow still aimed on the opening. Eyes darting from opening to opening.
Okay.
I don't feel safe yet.
Theron, you're being helped by Tallulah.
Okay, we're gonna secure and at the same time I'm gonna have get Gem or suggest Gem to keep an eye on the end on the biggest opening along with Beta.
I don't think Beta's going to look away.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Does
and
he-
Tallulah can
Wait.
either roll separately with disadvantage, or one of you can roll a survival roll with straight.
I rolled at disadvantage, but I still rolled an 18.
Well, there you go. Okay, so that's enough to get the job done.
Yep.
What are you using to cover the openings with?
So I have like a crowbar. I assume that'd be like taking out some of the the bars from the cages, trying to undo the hinges and use the bars of the doors to like put it with a
On your
blanket.
cage or on the cage that has a big opening in the back of it?
No, I'm trying to get the doors out to make like an extra wall with rope tying them.
We just need to
close
lock
off
them
that
together right
hole.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with a blanket over so that it's not just bars. There's like a
Okay.
blanket. Making almost like a door. Like across here.
Okay. I didn't see the ping. Hold on. Okay. No problem. And while you are doing that, we have Illikin. What are you doing?
Alright. Well, if Illiken sees Tallulah and Theron trying to secure the area, he would agree on that. And if he sees her trying to move something heavy, like the doors or anything, if she needs help, he will help her.
Wow.
He'll be the muscle.
Why is Yara dead?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Why is Yara dead?
Yara
That's
just
a good
had a heart
question.
attack.
I don't know. Yara, did you commit suicide or something?
Probably meant to do the prisoner, right? Maybe.
Yara?
She's on mute.
Oh.
There's some deep thoughts.
Your
dead?
character has
Your-
like a
your
cross.
token-
It
is
had
dead.
an X. I fixed it.
No, it shouldn't have had an X. It should have had the exhausted sign on it. This one.
Oh, now I see it.
Oh, okay.
We thought that you got taken by the Wampa.
Yeah, we thought there was something wrong.
Okay.
Like, not dead, just exhausted.
So, Illikin, you are helping with the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
That brings us to Jem and Yara.
Yeah, I think when Theron asked Jem to look out, she opened her pack and took out. She has 5 candles, and she kind of just rolled them to the center. So if anyone wants to use candles to light the area, she provided those. And then she takes out another bottle of wine. Boop, pops it open, crosses her talony feet, and goes, "I can watch. I have no problem just sitting here." Because I am about to freak out, and no one wants that. You ever seen an Aarakocra freak out? Feathers everywhere. And then just starts drinking.
I love you so much.
And Yara still has the torch she's been using. At least for let me know when it's been an hour, and I'll light another one. But so she's got a torch in her hand. And she sits down on the floor because she's not much. She'll help like move stuff as needed, but she's not very good at it. So then, she gets to the conclusion that maybe the most helpful thing I can do is stay out of the way, and she'll like sit in the corner with her staff next to her, holding the torch, and she closes her eyes and starts meditating.
Peter,
Yes.
is this prison guard dead or alive?
He's dead. That's what
Okay.
should have been X'd.
All right. So then I asked Illikan for help as well.
That was the
Illikan.
guard that was against the bars when
Oh, when I got it. To help me toss this guard from here to about here.
You grab the guard by the scrub and it goes.
he flings him over there.
Gross.
Gross.
Just
Dead
gonna
body
pile
being
up
flung.
bodies.
Yeah.
Just clean up. Just
That
like,
might be considered a buffet.
That's exactly what the idea is. Hopefully lure into the opening where we can
Yeah,
use it as attack.
So go ahead.
I was just gonna say, after a couple swigs, she's gonna look at me and be like, "I think you got this." And then she's gonna stand up and start taking all the blankets and creating makeshift like bed areas for everyone
Okay.
while drinking still.
I'm trying to think what I can have you do to mess up a little bit as you making these beds, but
He's already having a bad day. Come on,
She's
Peter.
like, she's already like outdrank 3 of your NPCs. She's got this. It's no big deal.
okay. So Mariana, I'm trying to remember. Brain block here. Who was helping with the curtain?
Illican helped first, and then he threw the other men away.
And
Illican was helping.
okay, so, oh, and it was you and Theron. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the curtain is hung up. You still have an opening on the where the body was thrown, and on the other side of Beta. The other side of Beta is that huge opening where the ship was broken in half. And Beta, give me a perception roll, please. Disadvantage.
Here we go.
Five.
Survive?
Okay.
There's a lot of openings to try and keep track of.
You hear growling outside that little porthole opening to your on the wall that you're leaning up against, hiding against. Right here.
I go out swinging.
What?
I go out swinging.
Yes.
You exit the ship. That's
Jem chases after you.
wait. It's a porthole opening. How are you going out a window?
It said there was an opening, so if I can't go through, then I'm not that worried about it. I'll just move. Oh. If it's not an opening, then I don't care. If it's an opening, I'm going out swinging.
A porthole is what, 9 inches round? Something
I
like
would
that.
say so.
Yeah.
I will push
it's
up
not-
snow and freeze it.
Ooh, smart.
Okay. That works.
I don't think
as
I
you
can
are doing
technically
that-
freeze it, but I can make it colder, which will hopefully have the same effect.
As you are doing that, you see something outside by the body of the prison guard.
Then I fire.
But you froze it.
Which hole are you talking about?
Right
The
here.
body's like on. Oh, I wouldn't be looking through there if it's like 9 inches. I would just be covering it.
Oh, so you're
I thought you meant
freezing.
this body.
You're putting.
Yeah.
I'm blocking this hole,
Because we threw the body over here, Peter.
and I thought you meant that I saw movement at this hole.
Everyone's pinging.
Yes. So I would like to cover this hole with ice,
Okay.
and I thought you had meant this body.
No, I meant
Illican
this.
threw that body
I
over
meant this body here.
Yeah.
there.
I'm not worried about anything back there, because it's a hole that I can't fit through.
Okay, and you're icing up this wall?
The porthole that nothing can fit through anyways. Yes.
Oh, okay.
This little hole here that I can't fit through.
All right, no more ice wall? Okay.
No, I'm just fixing the hole. You said it was 9 inches.
Okay.
What am I missing?
All right, we should
I'm
type. We should
missing
label
something.
giant hole, small hole.
Like giant hole, small hole.
Whatever this 9-inch hole you said I heard growling from, I've covered and attempted to freeze shut.
Okay. So you cover that, no problem.
Okay.
So
Whilst she was building this bar thing with the blanket, she would have been like tentatively looking at Illican, and she'd be like, kind of whisper, "Are you angry at me?"
He would have been like moving, like been looking out into the snow. He was, what? Wait, what?
She points
He's
at
whispering. So
Vetaball.
she, what? Inside.
She
What?
like points high, like sheepishly at Vetaball. You said you were angry at me. Very.
No, I was angry about finding you. I wasn't angry actually.
Oh, and she like gives you a big hug, and she's like, "Oh, I missed you." She's
He's
like,
like a
gives you
little
a
taken
big
aback,
hug.
but then he pats you on the head.
She's like,
Yes.
"Ah."
I was
she
wondering
looks up
why
and
you
she's
were
like,
talking to
she's
me.
got like frozen
Yeah.
blood, and she's got like, she's not looking great either. So she's like, "Glad to see you're okay."
Glad
And
to have found you, Tallulah. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you before. It won't happen again.
don't worry about that. So here's the thing, Peter. Okay, so given what we talked about, would I have an idea where we are?
No.
Okay. Cool.
There is one
Okay,
among
sure.
you who might have a general idea, but
Yes.
that person
So-
has not mentioned anything yet.
Yeah, so that's the thing. She would look around because she had investigated about coming up here, right? So she's looking around and she's like looking at you like, do you know where we are?
Would he have some idea, Peter?
Yes. You spent your childhood in this area. Part of your childhood. You are in the spine of the world between mountains where your clan that you were born into, your original clan, is within a couple miles of there.
It looks
You also
Yes.
know that the area is prone to, well, obviously ice storms, but also avalanches.
oh,
Great.
he looks around. I was a bit disoriented at first, but yes, this is near my home, my old home. We're not far from Sky Tower Shelter. He looks around. We have to be careful, Tallulah. This area is prone to avalanches.
Peter, if you could check the chat when you have a chance.
Eavesdrop.
Eavesdrop, yeah, no, sure.
I'm rolling to eavesdrop, and I rolled a 17.
Maybe
Well.
I can guide us there, but we first have to survive the night.
Tallulah looks at him, smiles, taps at the dagger and short sword and says, "We're good, you know that. We've fought before."
Yes.
I didn't see a message. What chat did you send?
Oh, it's on Zoom.
Yeah, she rolled a 17.
She wanted to see if she
perception.
could hear them talking about it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wanna-
I felt it.
she wants to
That's
totally
18.
eavesdrop on this conversation.
Okay.
Would a 17 allow me to do that?
Yep.
Cool.
You're hearing everything.
Hearing
Yep.
everything.
She's not saying anything.
Lincoln doesn't have a
she's
good
just
inside
listening.
voice.
What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is a 12.
Okay.
But I rolled the 17.
With disadvantage?
Nope. Oops. Just kidding. Okay.
Just kidding.
It's a 9.
I'm sorry, you don't quite hear it. You would have to move a little closer and be very obvious about it.
Okay. No worries.
Tallulah, though, will turn, and so far, the people, she turns and she's looking at all of you and at the gear. She doesn't like the gear, she doesn't trust him. She doesn't draw a better ball right now. So she's kind of like, looks at Theron and Jem and says at the same time she's gesturing to Yara that she's not sure if Yara can listen. I don't think I've seen Yara respond except in her mind. So she's going to gesture at the same time she's speaking, and she's going to say, "He knows where we are. We just need to survive the night. And we have to be careful at the mountain if there's an avalanche.
Who is he?
Illiken. She points at Illiken.
Oh. Where are we?
She looks at Illiken.
We're at the foot of the mountain, the roots. We're close to where, well, I wouldn't call it home anymore, but we're close to Sky Tower shelter.
Is that in 10 towns?
No.
I want my money back for going on this ship.
Do you have more wine?
Yes, but I don't like you breaking my bottles.
Because you don't do that where you come from?
No, I refill them.
Oh. Interesting. I'm a little confused at this. Sorry.
She's drinking one. She was drinking that one, and she goes, "Here you go. I want it back. Don't drink the whole thing."
Tentatively reaches for it. Okay, takes it.
How are you not cold? I see your whole chest. Not that I'm complaining, but like, how are you not freezing right now?
He's really trying really hard not to crush the little itty bitty bottle. He's trying not to like drink it all. Sips it.
Yeah, Tallulah and Illiken probably look at each other because neither of them are cold.
Yeah, I don't think she notices you. She definitely notices him though, because Peter said his shirt's open.
Yeah, when she got up, the cloak fell, so she's still in her like normal Neverwinter clothes. She's not. Oh.
He proudly slams his chest. Goes, "I'm a child of the mountain. Cold is nothing to me." Looks at Tallulah. Tallulah's the same, somehow, although she's not mountain kin. Looks her up and down.
The cold never really bothered me.
Bothered me anyway.
I was gonna do that, but I thought it was a bit too obvious.
I was gonna do it, but I was like, Illiken wouldn't say that.
Do you like generate more heat? Is that how you stay warm?
I don't think so. I just don't feel it like you do.
I just think it's
I
because
think
my
of
skin
that.
is blue.
I think of that in like the most innocent way possible. Yara would get up and go to Illiken and go to Tallulah, and like on Tallulah she puts like a hand on her cheek, and on Illiken she puts like a hand on his chest to see if they are in fact warmer.
Are they warmer, Yara?
I don't know, are they?
What
Probably
happens
not.
when she puts her hand on your chest, Illiken?
I mean, it's obviously like very innocent. Like she has no idea.
It
I
wouldn't be like
I would guess that she would feel like obviously the outside it's cold, but it's not as cold as it should be.
In
Same with Tallulah.
okay.
I'm going to sleep between you two then, because I want to be warmer. My feathers are full enough. I'm so cold.
Oh,
Illiken's
Tallulah
looking at
immediately
Yara's
takes
hand.
the
He's
blanket
like,
and puts around.
She'd be like, oh, like,
She like
because like she's just been like there, and she's just like,
yeah, because he's just holding it there. He's just like, looks at Tallulah. He goes, is this normal?
Tallulah is just finishing wrapping a blanket on Jem, and she looks. That is not very nice. She gestures it to
oh, and she'll be like, oh, and then
Oh.
she'll sign that like she apologizes.
Yeah, she's like,
I didn't know.
Yeah, she looks at Illiken. She's sorry. I think she's just trying to figure out why we're not cold. I just think it's because I'm blue.
just
think so,
let
too.
him.
Immediately starts scribbling something in her book, like some
Tallulah.
sort of observation about this.
Yara can hear you. Just so you know, she just got outside to you.
Oh, because she kept gesturing everything.
Yeah, just want to let you know.
Oh.
And then you see Jem with the new blanket just sit in the pile of blankets she made for everyone. Her feathers like poof out like a bird, and literally she's just like little bird noises and just starts like rocking herself to sleep.
Peter,
Yes.
I would like to move Feren to the inside of this wall, right close to where we put the dead guard. And I would like to see if I can hear anything coming from outside.
Uh, you can roll perception with disadvantage again.
Okay.
One of y'all got to roll high enough for this.
I'm
You
asleep.
have disadvantage. What do you want?
Gem, what night night?
Then yeah, just so that Tallulah doesn't make Yara feel bad. She's like, it's okay. It's just.
So, all right. Which one am I supposed to get? The lowest one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4.
He's just not used to being touched, she says to Yara.
She signs like,
4, Peter.
that's sad. Like,
She nods.
He's just looking between you both again, like, and he looks at Jam's like, what is in that wine? What is this them or?
She wakes back up. You want more wine? Sorry. What?
Oh yes, but do you see this as well? Like he looks between these two, doing, God couldn't
is that
Thrawn knows
anything?
what.
I believe that is called thieves' cant. I used to see people do it all the time in my tavern. I don't know what
And-
this means. I just know what it is.
Ilikan,
Yes.
what are the dangers of this place?
Let's see. So, Peter, so Illican just like, will start listing the things. Well,
Avalanches, blizzards, whiteouts,
yes.
exposure,
Waiting for him just to say Goliath.
Goliath.
polar
trying.
bears, wolves, winter wolves,
Giants?
Were
Will you
bears.
be able to identify any of them, Ilikan?
And my personal favorite, only saw it once, white dragons. I always wanted to fight one. Maybe today's the day. He looks excited. He looks up at the sky.
No.
By the way,
absolutely
the
not.
northern part of the ship is still wide open, so cold temperatures are blowing into this.
That's what he's
Oh.
looking at. He's looking up at the sky.
I thought that was
Hopefully.
done already. I'd
No.
get up and start working on that.
No, I thought you said like we have like the first level, like the floor.
It's
the level
above your
above.
head, but let me tab to the right window here. Right here is where the ship is broken off, so it's
Oh,
wide
I
open.
see.
I would
see.
start.
Okay.
Okay, Jem gets up and starts working on that.
I thought that was solved too. My bad.
Yeah, I did too.
So
we'll-
how are
we'll
y'all
jump
gonna cover that big opening there?
I just start taking broken pieces of wood and like sticking them in the snow.
I would
Okay.
help with that with my rope, like tying them together.
Do either of you have carpentry skill?
I'm a bard. Absolutely not.
Wait. I have smith's tools, not carpentry.
I meant to ask you if you had smith's tools.
I
before the
do.
game.
I do because of my background.
Well, it's pretty obvious. The goal is to block the cold. So, you start kind of bracing wood planks between the top and the bottom and the wall and crisscrossing them, and you eventually manage to make a makeshift like wall there. There's lots of open gaps of a few inches per hole, but so the cold air is coming in through them, but it looks sturdy enough to keep any wild animals out.
Jem like goes up to Tallulah and like hip bumps her, and is like, "Look at us! Look at this beautiful wall."
It smiles, and you'll see like I don't know, maybe. What's your passive insight?
Ilikan, how attracted would the animals be to the current situation?
My passive insight's a 12.
You see, she's
Well,
shy
alright, you guys go.
about it, but she smiles at you. Sorry.
That's all right. No, my bad. Because, well, if anything's around, they'll find it soon enough.
How
that
soon?
moment, no, just kidding.
At that moment,
He goes, I like your thinking though. We should make a trap.
Yes. And that's the purpose of this prison guard.
and Illa can go around. Like, is it? There's more bodies around. Can he start like following on that initiative, throwing more bodies on the pile on top of the?
Well, here's the thing, Illikin. Yeah, there's one body other than the guard. The commoner is there inside the ship. Luckily, not starting to smell because it's too cold. But there is a body to the outside this window here, a few
Nobody
feet
can see
away.
it.
But something was moving out there near it, and then unless you can see you can't really see any other bodies because of this blizzard.
Okay. Well,
So Illican, let's move the bodies to one spot to make a lure.
Yes. I like your thinking. You would prosper here in the mountain.
and he kind of starts like pulling the bodies with him and piling them up.
Oh, you can make like a grappling hook on a rope and hook the body as bait. And
He's getting all creative.
I like to fish. So,
He'll help Theron with that endeavor.
how is this trap going to function?
We're just trying to make sure
Lure stuff so that we
have a better view of what's happening outside as far as the dangers.
The trap is just the dead bodies. That's it. That's the trap.
Are you all talking about this out loud? Like, is the whole group involved with this conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could still bring something in with illusion. Give chase.
I know how to make traps.
Right.
Oh.
She's pretty good.
She'll pull out like a string and some of her pittons. She's like, but I perhaps only can catch small things. Depends how big we're talking. Can Tallulah have a look outside, see if she can spot anything around?
There's little pieces of wood nearby within a few feet of the wreckage. You know, stuff that broke off. But that's about it. There's really not
No,
much.
I'm talking like creatures.
Oh, creatures. You don't see any creatures. Which side are you looking at?
Where they're putting the bodies, which I'm assuming is here, right?
Right. Yeah, you don't see any creatures at the moment out there because the blizzard is really bad.
And and she doesn't hear any more howls or anything like that.
Well, that you can roll for disadvantage.
Ooh, okay, I like those rules.
I hope you get those dice soon because you're rolling too well.
Oh, I've already had 2 nat ones. I don't know what you're talking about. Perception +6. So at disadvantage, that is a 15.
You can hear wolves howling to the north and northeast. You can hear like a roar, a low roar, like some kind of creature. It might be a bear or something. And to the south, you can hear just snarling and ripping of flesh.
As she hears that, she's gonna turn around. Is there any opening to the south?
That's where the bars are that you covered.
Okay, so she's going to slowly approach the bars and peek. Like she covered the bars with a blanket. She's
Yeah,
gonna.
I'm sorry, I should have been clear. It was a distant.
Oh, it's a distant thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
yeah, so
something
no
was
point.
feeding on something.
Okay. So
Not like miles away, but you know.
Right. Is this like snow that we have inside? So like, could she draw on it?
Yeah.
So she's gonna call everyone round, and she's gonna draw a circle where we are, and she's gonna mark in which direction she hears things and what she hears in each direction. And then she's gonna look at Illiken and ask him to mark how far he thinks his tribe's area is.
Okay. Just to bring it up, we have 5 minutes left till the end of stream, so.
Okay. So, how far is it from, roughly, from
to your clan's
our shelter?
cave? Yeah. About 2 miles.
Okay. Yeah, he would pile up the bodies, take one last look around to the snow to see if anything's approaching. Then he would have turned to Tallulah, and he would show him the map.
Yeah, because she's drawing it on the snow.
He's drawing, okay, and he'll mark it.
He goes, "We are here. It's about 2 miles this way." The mountain.
Is there anything that I heard in that direction? Were the wolves or the scratching or?
The wolves. Kind of northeast. Yeah.
It's not easy to get past wolves, packs of wolves, especially at night.
And Illiken, you also know that in the snow, in the mountains, travel is normally like 1/8 of a mile per hour during a blizzard.
I think we'll have to stay here.
Yes, as I said, we have to survive the night. We have to wait for the storm to die down.
Let's all get some sleep. We're exhausted, literally, and then we can figure it out in the morning.
He looks at Bettable. Is he all right? Is he still like in the corner, or did he come over when I drew the map?
Still there, watching the opening.
Well, the openings are covered now, except for where the bodies are.
But no, I'm still watching them all.
Okay.
Let's all.
It ripped the arm off an ogre. We've put a few boards and blankets up. I thought the ice wall would keep us safe, but Illiken knocked over my 1 foot thick ice wall with a board, so.
He rolled high, sorry.
That's okay. That's why I didn't bother making another one.
I think that we should take shifts while we sleep.
I'll take first watch.
Same.
He pulls out his javelin.
We should not be alone on the watch, I think. We should be in pairs. I'll stay up with Illiken.
Okay.
Second watch.
I'll take second watch.
Who's teaming with him? Okay.
Yara. I was like, hi.
She does have a signal whistle, so if she notices something, she can whistle people.
Okay. Could either Tallulah or Beta write down the watch order for me?
I'll do it, yeah.
And third watch, I guess, would be Gem and Beta. If you can get Beta out of the corner.
Dream team.
Oh, if they're divvying up watch, he'll hesitantly drop his guard.
A bird and a fish.
But before he does that, is there snow in this surface, or is it like the boat?
I'm sorry?
Is there like snow within this enclosure, or is it just boat below us?
There's a little bit of snow where the floor is cracked, but it's melting pretty rapidly now that the ship is sealed off.
So how big is the hole underneath or to the snow, or is it just like a little crack?
It's like 12 inches wide. It's not much. It might even turn into a water source when you wake up, if someone reminds me. So, okay, so we have the sleep watches and we have all that. Any last thoughts before we call it a night?
Well, before Beta goes to bed, he will attempt to sneak outside the door and make his hot tub to soak in.
Okay, do that in next session. Okay, and we will be working through the night. We'll figure everything out. So
Jem definitely plops between Illiken and Tallulah because she thinks that they're warmer even though they're not.
But they're on first watch, so...
Oh, just kidding. She doesn't do that.
And this is where we will call it a night. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to our first episode of Frostmaiden. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Yeah. And we will be airing next week, and then we are off for a week, just so everybody knows. And we will see you then. Thank you very much.
And we will be level 7, right?
No.
Yeah.
Like a flash forward.
Yeah.
That's cool.